Hey guys, and welcome to the final week of the CPL Home to Play FIFA tournament. My name is Shuboy, and I'm with Mike Lobel, and it's come down to this. 4 weeks of action come down to tonight. We have some great matchups to see who will be the FIFA champion for the CPL, the Canadian Premier League, when it comes to gameplay in a video game sense. It's going to be very exciting. But Mike Lobel, how do you feel about this final coming up?
Well, right now, I need you to pick up your energy because my energy is much higher than yours at the moment. I'm excited.
You had a lot of Red Bulls, though.
I haven't had anything to drink yet. I'm ready to go. I just come like this. I got charisma. I think there's going to be a little more pressure. It's going to be a little more tense, but at the same time, people are going to have a good time. They're going to have fun. But this is what it's all about. Today is the finals.
Yes, today is the final, and of course these guys are competing for a total prize pool of 1,000 Canadian dollars. The winning team will get 800 that is shared between the two players, and the runner-up will get 200 shared between the two players. And we'll get into the action in just a bit, but of course it wouldn't be one of these CPL streams without a giveaway. So guys, of course you guys have a chance to win by simply watching the stream, and we are giving away some of the 2020 CPL home kits, and the winners can choose whichever kit they want. And all you have to do is enter a prediction for who will be tonight's champion, and all the correct entries will be entered into a draw, and you just need to submit your answer on Twitter. So check out the CPL Twitter to enter that giveaway and give your prediction, and hopefully if you get that prediction right, you'll go home with your own CPL jersey. Mike, which one are you looking at right now?
I mean, we've talked about this on multiple occasions, trying to get me to switch up. The purple from Pacific always pops. I just think I could wear that and people would notice me if I was walking around like, what has he got on? What's going on? I want more information. Do you have a story? And I'll be like, I've got the narrative for you. Let's talk about it.
That's true. You should definitely wear that around the United States, Mike. Spread the word about CPL. That'd be great. I think everybody would appreciate that here in Canada. I'm sure Mike is also our favorite wannabe Canadian. He wants to be Canadian.
Cheers.
Right?
Thanks. Well, I was actually looking. I looked this up over the week or over last weekend after we did the broadcast. Canada is ranked as the number one place to live.
Of course, dude.
The number one country to live in.
I can vouch for that easily. Definitely. And also throughout the night, we'll be giving away those limited edition CPL t-shirts. So we will be having some trivia to give those away. So stay tuned throughout the stream. And don't forget to get that answer in on the CPL Soccer Twitter before the semifinals kick in. So you have a few minutes to enter that real quick. Shout out to everybody who is tuning into the chat. Hope you guys are here to support your favorite teams. We do have two matchups coming up. The semifinals are it's going to be Atletico Ottawa versus the Hamilton Forge FC. And then next up is going to be Halifax Wanderers versus Edmonton. Of course, Ottawa is going to be represented by Malik Hamilton. And then on the gamer side, he's going to be represented by Agit Power. And then the Hamilton Forge, of course, represented by Kwame Ua and Goal Machine, of course, one of the best two of the best Canadian pro players out there in the FIFA scene. But speaking of the CPL side, how about we meet the two CPL players? Of course, it's going to be a two-leg affair, but these guys are going to be taking over the stakes for the CPL side of things. So, guys, how are you feeling? Kwame, starting off with you. You've had a tough road to the final, but you made it through. You had your boy Goal Machine help you out as well. But do you think you're ready to pick up your side of everything today in the semifinal, when it all matters?
Yeah, man. I mean, I hope I can help him out as much as possible. Malik's really good. We played him last week, and we had a couple of issues with the internet, but after a while, he beat me. He's a really good player. I mean, he talks like he's not up there, but I give him kudos. I've been playing career mode only, so we'll see.
Oh, wow.
How this goes.
Oh, that's a risky preparation tactic.
That's very risky.
And Malik, does anything change now that we're into the final week? We've pretty much seen you put on a clinic. Definitely been the favorite of all the CPL players. And we know that you're savage, too. Last week, you had a chance to pick a lower-rated team. But right when the Ox took Canada, you said, no, we're still rolling with France. I'm taking this W. I don't care how it comes.
Oh, I think he's on mute still.
Unmute your mic.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm approaching it the same way I did last week, just doing what works, same game plan, and hopefully we can win it all.
All right. I know you guys seem to be practicing a bit, but we're going to head and restart that game so we can get into the first leg. Of course, guys who are watching in the stream, it's going to be a two-legged affair. They're going to take the aggregate score of the 2 games. So the CPL players will play first, and then the FIFA Esports pros will play second. And then we'll add those 2 scores together, and the aggregate winner will move on to the final. So, guys, let's get right into it. The first match up of the day, it's going to be Atletico Ottawa versus Hamilton Forge FC. Kwame Ua versus Malik Hamilton. And it's going to be really interesting. Of course, these guys are trying to get their way to the final. So, guys, good luck. And may the best man win.
Appreciate it.
Yo, Malik, what we got going on? What's happening?
I'm about to start it now. I was just waiting for them to.
Oh, okay. So are we restarting it? It's only 9 minutes in, or is that?
If y'all are good, run it.
Yeah, let's just run it.
Okay. All right. We playing? Sorry, Malik. I have to stop it again.
You're ready.
All right, we good then. All right.
So wait, which friends are you, Malik?
I'm in the white kit.
So we got Malik from Ottawa in the white kit, and then Kwame in the dark French kit.
Wait, what? That's a thing?
Great chance. Oh.
A volley cross like that? That's a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing, man.
Why not put it into the mixer?
Kwame, you got to know that by now. Come on. All right, so starting things off, Malika on the attack. He's got Mbappe. Great save there by Lloris. Of course, Lloris was making some crazy saves.
Is it me or is this thing still lagging?
I'm good over here. I'm not really lagging.
It looks a little laggy on our end, but we're obviously not in the game, so that could just be on a rebroadcast.
Oh, wait, what the heck? I did not mean to do that.
No, was that supposed to be a cross or?
Nah, it's because I thought I didn't have the ball, so I was still like in the tackle mode.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh my God, where's my wingers?
Hope you're not running like a 3 at the back formation or something.
No. I learned my lesson from that one.
Wait, which time were you playing a 3 at the back?
Remember Dylan the first match?
Oh, is that with Belgium? He was running Belgium,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Well, my guy's trying to pass it into the net. That is.
Wait, come on. My thing is lagging, yo.
Park the bus, Kwame. Park the bus. Give Goal Machine a chance. Malik didn't like that at all. He said, no. I don't want that at all. Don't do that.
Do not do that. I mean, it's a big tactic this year. Just letting you know. I don't condone it, but it's there. That's all I'll say. It's there.
And just to reiterate, Kwame is teamed up with Goal Machine, and Malik is teamed up with Agit Power. Both of the most decorated professional players, especially this year, but even throughout the past. Goal Machine being, I want to say, is actually the only. Oh! Let's go!
Let's go, Kwame! Kwame with the lead, 1-0 to Hamilton Forge.
Don't do that. The first time I scored against Dylan, he came back and beat me 7-1.
I'm
not ready. Yeah, yo, don't do that. We're not doing that right now.
let's not hype my man out. But 1-0 to Hamilton.
He slowed that down real quick. Real quick.
Goal Machine in the chat, loving it. Likes what he sees.
Wait. Ooh.
Bro.
Lloris is having one.
Yeah, you gotta score those, yo.
The only 2 players from Canada to qualify for FIFA E World Cup finals is going to be Phil, and then also, of course, Goal Machine. Correct me, Chad, if I'm incorrect or if I'm misspeaking, but I'm almost positive that's correct in the especially in the Foot Champions era.
Yes, in the Foot Champs era, yeah, Phil B 2017, Goal Machine 2019, I believe.
Both coming out of Toronto.
Wait, what the heck? It was a foul?
Oh, yeah, it's a foul. Not too far from each other, too, from Etobicoke, which is just right outside Toronto. But I think it probably has the most FIFA pros in a Canadian town, excuse me.
You could argue just even in North America, Toronto produces maybe the most talent. There's a lot of talent here in New York, But if you're going throughout the U.S., you have a player in a city here and there, but it's rare to have 3 or 4 professional players, especially at that caliber that are world class.
That is true. Malik on the attack. I mean, Kwame sitting deep, looking good. He says don't gas him up, though. Go when she says otherwise.
Why is this guy dumbing the ball?
Yeah, he's definitely lagging. Like, I can see your guy sliding about.
Right? I thought it was just me, the tackle.
Everything I'm doing is like slightly delayed. It's kind of like throwing off what I'm trying to do.
Kwame put that lag switch, bro. I'm telling you.
It sounds like every time that I live stream, when I'm not winning a game, 100% it's delay. The connection is not where I want it to be. It's never me. It's never my fault.
Kwame should be a streamer, man. I'm telling you. He sounds like us.
By the way, Chu, I nearly broke a controller. So close a couple days ago. Like I did it. I gave it the triple slam, but it didn't break. Not the dedicated toss to the floor. Into space with Malik.
Wow.
What? What am I watching? Are you kidding me? Hugo Lloris.
Oh my! It's just setting up. It's setting up for Kwame perfectly, man.
Did you see the second save too?
What is that second save, dude?
Come on.
That actually makes no sense. Like, I'm actually like low key mad because if that was me, I'd be pissed. I don't know how Malik is still smiling, bro. Oh my God, Lloris has made like at least 5 or 6 saves. Unreal. Mike, I'm sorry about your controllers, man. I mean,
no, it's still alive. It hasn't hit the RIP, but it's close. Very that's the closest I've been in a couple years. I was ready.
Really?
I was ready to break it. Yeah. When you get the triple slam on the desk, that's a test run before you go for the real deal. Before you spike it. Once you spike a controller, it's done.
I twist it really hard, but I don't break it. That's my thing. You ever do that? We just kind of like twist it,
and you hear it cracking a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I'm kind of hurting it, but not really. But I don't have to buy a new one.
Because you knew that, like, if you broke your controller, your parents weren't getting another one.
That's that to African parents, bro. This guy understands.
Yeah, bro. They're like, yo, you break that, you're paying for it. That's exactly what it is.
Still only broken 1 controller in my life.
No, that's great. I think I'm like 7 in.
Wow.
7 deep throughout. But that's not that bad. I've been playing FIFA since 2004, so it's not even 1 a year.
Kwame with a chance.
I'm pretty impressed from Kwame here. I don't know if we should just compliment Hugo, but still, he's kept this 1-0. Even if Malik were to generate a comeback, which is still highly likely. No shots fired at you, Kwame. But
sounds like shots to me. But
no, it's not shots. It's just based on what we've seen performances throughout CPL each week, every Friday. But either way, he's not going to score 6-7 goals, no matter what.
Hey, you don't tell Kwame what he can and can't do.
Hey, Goal Machine's going to have a chance here regardless. Like, he's got to be sitting in the chat right now with happy days.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's saying Kwame. He says, tell Kwame to focus. That's what he says.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, tell Kwame to focus. Doesn't want us talking to Kwame. He wants us talking to Malik. He's like, start asking Malik questions.
Hope he wants his money tonight. I'm going for the crosses. I like the tactic. Heading not the most powerful this year, but, you can get some knockdowns. Knock it down to a striker, one of the cams, and then bang it home. Good defense there as well.
Oh, damn. Did not mean to do that either. What the heck?
57
minutes gone. Still 1-0 to Hamilton.
If you guys are new in the chat and you haven't been seeing some of the previous Fridays, you gotta watch out for Malik's Tweety. Oh no! What?
Yo!
What?
2-0. Mbappe's wide open. 2-0 to Hamilton Forge FC.
And 2 crosses.
I don't know what Lloris is doing. I think Malik's Lloris is rigged, man. I don't know.
My Lloris is a lot better.
I mean, something's going on. I don't even know what's happening right now.
They don't look equal. Malik, you gotta make this comeback, brother.
Bro.
You still got time. You got time.
If you knew the frustration I'm going through right now.
It's one of those fun champs matches that you don't know.
I'm on camera. I'm
Going
trying
on.
to keep it cool, but holy, crazy.
Oh man, still time though.
Bro, that's a foul. Like, what?
How's that not a foul? Thank you.
This is definitely scoreable. Edge of the box. See this used or see this scored often. Kind of knuckles. Going short.
Just the defense blocking everything.
Those are the cops outside. If you can hear it.
They come for you, Mike, or
We've talked about this. I either live in the most dangerous place in New York or the safest.
Good goal.
chance there. Oh, Malik brings one back. 2-1. Ready for that comeback. Just one more goal for that comeback to tie things up. But, of course, there are just over 20 minutes for that second goal.
Plenty of time for another goal. But at the same time, Kwame's been able to hit some counterattacks. That's why we've seen some of this crossing. I think it's caught Malik maybe off guard because we just haven't seen Kwame scoring a bunch of goals. No offense, Kwame. Only an observation. And we haven't seen crossing work in FIFA.
Shot.
Yo, we haven't seen crossing work in FIFA at any point.
He just scored 2.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. If you were going to tell somebody how to score goals in FIFA, most effective ways, you're not going to bring up crossing. It's so hard to score headers.
True. I'm just messing with you. I'm surprised you haven't seen Kwame Special head to the corner in 5 minutes.
You just brought it up. It's happening now.
Oh, no.
It's happening now.
I'm sorry.
You just wished that on Malik. Here we go. Kwame going that corner out. Watch.
Ooh, some moves. Great tackle, though.
No.
15 minutes left.
What am I witnessing?
Oh, I don't know where that throw was going.
I try to send like a through ball throw in, I guess.
Wait, Mike, can you through ball or throw him? I don't know.
You cannot do
can't?
that. But I appreciate it for trying to do it.
I actually didn't even know that. That maybe was a possibility. Uh-oh. Shout out to the guy in the chat who just says someone should dribble with Lloris. Like 1,000,000 times.
Wow, Coleman just out here winning headers. What's up?
Seriously. How tall is Coleman? 6'0"?
I don't even know he's that tall. I was probably going to give him 5'10", 5'11". He's not known for being an aerial threat, though.
Definitely not.
There's no way you should be able to pass that hard straight into the midfield like that.
10 minutes left. Fort still up 2-1.
Wow.
Oh, what a trap. Are you kidding me? Special from Mbappe.
I gave some major credit to your boy, Alphonso Davies, as well, Chu. And like, yeah, most recent video, I said he's one of the most underrated players in FIFA 20.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, he made the top 10. He made the top 10 most underrated players.
Oh, what a tackle.
That's got to be the goal.
Offside!
What? Is that offside?
No, that's in the back of the net. 2-2.
Oh, 2-2.
Malik made it happen. He did what he needed to do here.
Oh, no. 2-2 in the last 5 minutes.
Nah, Malik, that's crazy, yo.
We still got a 90th minute, too, coming soon.
Still a chance. Uh-oh. Well, it might be a chance for Malik. Nice tackle. Oh, he's through. Oh, he's through. Oh,
incredible.
No way. Ref!
Ref, that's crazy.
Ref. I hit that first time.
Talk about a touch in traffic, though, from Griezmann.
Oh, some decent build-up play from Kwame.
Ooh.
Oh. It's kind of tight. Back there. All right, this could be the last chance.
Oh, my God.
Oh. Nick's giving it away. No. Can Kwame do something? Oh, he's got Griezmann. Oh, he saved it. No.
Bursting into space. Last corner kick, 90th minute.
I don't know what Malik's Maurice is doing, bro.
Wow, yo, Malik,
I
bro.
keep-
That's
Wow.
on.
Wow. Mike, what do you say about that right there?
Well, I first want to issue a public apology to Kwame. Kwame getting a 2-all draw. We've seen some
yo,
different.
You live in my favorite city, New York. Yeah, I always respect you.
Oh, I
Hey.
appreciate that. Thank you very much. But no, I gotta, I think he's shown some improvements. Did a really good job getting the ball out of the back. You could say Hugo made many big saves. That's true. But you still have to handle some of those pressure circumstances. Malik did a really good job pressuring, and he had these deep lobs, these deep outlets. So he didn't make a bunch of chances, but he converted those chances. And then Malik, you did what you needed to do. You got it back to 2-all, and you leave it up to Ajit Power, who last week beat Goal Machine.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, yo. I mean, Goal Machine, it's all on you, yo. I did what I could.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
to be fair,
apologize. I don't know what was happening.
hey, there's absolutely nothing to apologize for, but we're gonna see what the pro players have to say about this matchup. I think Kwame, that was a good performance. I think that was very solid. Again, leaving it up to Goal Machine to figure out what is gonna happen in this tie. I mean, what was your tactic going in?
I mean, I knew Malik was really good at the 1-2, so I think the most important thing that I had to do was making sure my team would drop back on defense. Like, remember, like the past 3 weeks, I was complaining about that, so I figured like I'd be able to I'd switch off on my guys quick enough so I can drop back. And then outlets, he's using France, I'm using France. You know how fast the guys up top are. Whether he's using them or I'm using them, like it's always an advantage. And then crossing, it seemed to work this game.
I don't know how. Like,
yeah,
Mike and I were watching like how.
Yeah, crossing seemed to work this game and scored 2 decent goals. And unfortunate not to get the win, but Malik fought hard and came back.
Now, Malik, were you a bit surprised there going 2 goals down?
Yeah, that was not the game plan at all. So I'm happy that at least I got a draw, so we have a chance still. I didn't lose. That's the main thing. But yeah, no, if we do make it forward into the next round, definitely that's not the start I'm trying to have next time.
All right, so that was a great matchup between the two CPL pros. Now let's see what the FIFA esports pros have to say about this matchup after this quick break. So guys, thank you so much for joining us on that match, and we'll take a quick break and then see what the FIFA guys have to say.
Sounds good.
Yes, guys, we're back with the second leg of the first semifinal in the eCPL home to play final week. Michael Bell, I'm Chew Boy. Mike, how you feel about this matchup coming up with Agit Power and Goal Machine?
Whew, this is tough to call. Last week, Agit got the better of Goal Machine. Very different play styles. Agit Power does a really good job of taking his opponents out of the game. He'd like to play a slower game compared to Goal Machine, who wants to be much more high pressure, much more direct with how he attacks, not a possession player. So it's going to be a matter of who can kind of dictate the tempo and the rhythm of the match.
That is very true. And speaking of Agit Power, we do have him to talk right before he goes into the game. So we'll have a quick chat with the man Agit Power. There he is. He kind of like moved the camera away from the rage hole in the wall that he made. But Agit, how you doing, man? And how do you feel about that first matchup between Malik and Kwame?
It was a really good game that Hugo Lloris that saves, bro. I never see that in my life.
I was gonna say that second Hugo Lloris goal did that feel a bit like FUT Champions? Did you feel like you're watching a replay of your FUT Champion sometimes?
Yeah, of course.
That kind of thing. Now, I mean, you played Goal Machine before. I believe you did get that victory. What's your game plan, let's say, going into this matchup?
I'll try to score first and keep the possession, because I know that Goal Machine is a player that he's playing really fast. And if I play possession and I'm winning, there's more holes, so I can score more easy.
And what would you say is your best trait in FIFA? So if someone was going to say, all right, Agit Power, what do you do best? What does your gameplay kind of look like for maybe the viewers at home?
Maybe playing the wingers. Because when you play with your wingers, there's more space in the middle. So that's my plan. So playing the wingers and after returning in the middle and try to scoop turn and score.
Yeah, scoop turn or drag back, or usually one of those two. But Agit Power will let you head off and get ready for that matchup, guys. It's going to be Agit Power representing Atletico Ottawa versus Goal Machine and the Hamilton Forge. It's 2-2 on aggregate already, so whoever wins this matchup wins and goes to the final. So good luck, Agit.
We haven't had one of these. I mean, I know that we're into the Final Four now, and every match is basically an elimination game. But I can't recall thinking throughout the past weeks where we had the draw where this is going to be now the decider from the esports pros.
That's true, and it's going to be a really tough decider. Let me tell you, like you mentioned before, Agit Power did get the advantage, but again, these guys are just neck and neck when it comes to FIFA ability. And Agit Power mentioned that whoever gets the first goal is going to have a lot of control, right? So he's trying to get the first goal. As you see there, that is a serious team that he is coming up against. Of course, they're using friendly, so they have the lone players. He's got lone Essien and Zidane. I think that's Goal Machine's team he's going to be running with. And guys in the chat, let's hear those predictions. 2-2. Mike LaBelle, how about you? What's your prediction?
Well, it can't be 2-2. I mean, we've got to have a winner here. I mean, we could go to golden goal. I want to say that Goal Machine's a favorite, but I think Agit's going to do a really good job taking him out of the game. I think it's going to be a very low-scoring match. I think Agit's going to squeak out the result, which is against the run of play here. Definitely against maybe the favoritism. We're all remembering how good Goal Machine was in week number 2, and we're forgetting, I think, how good Agit Power was last week. So we'll just see. It comes down to form. Like Agit was saying, the first goal is going to be key. It's going to be crucial. I agree. Because it's going to either make him have to play more aggressive or gives him a little more leeway where he can play that possession style. I know he's much more patient than Goal Machine.
We see Agit here in the red. Goal Machine is in the blue. For those of you who are watching at home. So that means Atletico is in the red, and then Hamilton Forge FC are in the blue. And we see here Agit Power is doing a good job of keeping Goal Machine in his own half. You can see he's shifting his defense over to whichever side Goal Machine's attacking from, and usually Goal Machine, again, usually very quick at attacking, but he seems to be slowed down there. Great interception by Agit Power just there. Gets the ball back, so it's been all Agit Power in the first 8 minutes, Mike.
And that's right, and the players are going to feel each other out. Sometimes it takes a second to get moving, especially if this is either of these guys' first game of the day. I can't speak on behalf of the chat, or even you, Chew, but for me, it always takes me at least the first half of a game to start feeling a little more comfortable on the sticks.
I got my man Laville in the chat. He says, for those of us watching at home, I'm not looking over their shoulders, guys. I mean, you're still at home, though, right? So doesn't that make sense? Maybe it's just me.
And I hope all you guys are staying inside and staying safe during this time period. Just on
wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands.
Please wash your hands. If you could, that would be great. What do we see here? Goal machine still hasn't conceded yet. Ajipar has been pushing for that goal. But goal machine is getting crowded out in the midfield again. Can't find any space whatsoever. He's going to have to change his tactics. Exactly. There you go. He's got that pause lined up because nothing is happening at all for him. I don't know what kind of formation he's running with, but Ajipar has just been nullifying him. But now he's got some space here. First attack, drag back, Messi. He's got that Ronaldo, another drag back. He's not to Zidane. He's going to hit that first time off the post. And oh my goodness, how does Messi miss that? That would have been a bit unlucky for Ajipar, but it was unlucky for Goal Machine, wasn't it?
Absolutely. And something that makes Goal Machine so gifted and just easy to watch from his gameplay is not just that he plays fast and that he looks to go forward often, but what he's able to do with Messi on the virtual pitch is unbelievable. If you think you're good with using Messi in FIFA, watch Goal Machine and let's talk about it afterward.
That's true. And I think it was week 2 where we saw what Goal Machine was all about when it comes to Messi. Absolutely destroying and toying with the competition with that man from Argentina. But again, still even. Like we said, this is going to be a very tight match between these two guys.
It's always going to be a battle of kind of unlocking the midfield is how I like to talk about it in FIFA, where you have to find these gaps. And the best way to find these gaps is quick passing. Sometimes it could be a drag back or a skill move. You just have to make sure that you get the right angles. You're also going to see the low-driven pass used or the direct driven pass used. Oh, can he walk around the goalkeeper? Hold on. Ooh, that was a very fancy approach with the back heel. But you're going to see the low-driven pass used also where it's whipped in. That's sometimes your best option for a split. But it's all about kind of recycling and finding those little gaps, tiny spaces.
It's all about those little spaces. And Ajipar almost had a little bit of space there on that chance, but couldn't get around the goalkeeper. Still all tied up on aggregate 2-2. That was between the CPL Pro players. And Goal Machine is hopefully going to have something here. Oh, the great interception. Great read there from Ajipar on defense. Almost sliding it into Messi again with Zidane. Zidane looks like he's pushing up quite a bit as one of the two CDMs with Essien. Try to create something. It's always good to have in a two CDM formation. One of them, the more super defensive one, and the other one, the more creative one, right, Mike LeBeau?
It's nice to have what I like to say is a maestro and an enforcer in the midfield.
Nicely put. For those of you who are watching, we do play a bit of a FIFA Ultimate Team. That's definitely some good advice if you do play the 4-2-3-1 formation, which is probably one of the most popular formations this year when it comes to competitive play.
Yeah.
And by the way, sorry, go on.
4-4-2, 4-2-3-1. We see a little bit of 4-1-2-1-2, but I wouldn't say it's common. Most players are running either option 1 or option 2, and it's just a matter of, do you want more defensive midfielders? Do they sit back? Can you deal with one striker? Do you need to have 2 strikers? And that's kind of where what we're seeing with people. But they're just such well-balanced formations with what they give you on the virtual pitch, whether you want to be aggressive, you want to be balanced, you want to be passive, you name it. They can do it all. And I can kind of feel the tension in this match where neither player wants to make a mistake.
Exactly. Nobody wants to make a mistake. Goal Machine has had the clearer chances, I would say 2-1. But Ajipar is not looking bad at all either. He's got a chance here, Messi, but can't find that pass. They don't want to go too direct. That's the difference between the pro players and the players at home. The pro players don't rush their passes a lot. They don't force things. Yes, he's a Dan on the ball. You can tell by the bald spot, of course. It's out wide now to Mbappe. Essien controlling things in the back there. Neymar. Great defense from Agile. We end the half 0-0. Mike, what do you think about that first half?
Not that much to talk about. We saw moments of Goal Machine being maybe a little more prolific, a little more innovative, maybe even a little more inventive in the final third, which is what he's known for. And then Agile did what he said he came to do. He's going to frustrate him. We're going to see more play down the wings. We're going to have heavier possession. You're dealing with someone who's very structured versus someone who's more of your floating creative with how he attacks. So it's just a matter of who's going to get that opening goal and force the other player to make adjustments, to make changes, because both of these guys right now at halftime have to be okay with what happened. Goal Machine, all right, I didn't have the possession. I don't care about the possession. I made my chances. I was right there on the edge of the box. Agile, I took him out of the game. I feel that I'm in control. So I don't know if we're going to see any shifts until we see an opener.
And hopefully that opener does come in the second half, or will be goal extra time if it can be decided in two halves. But it's got Goal Machine kicking off here to start the second half of the second leg. Again, 2-2 in that first leg between Kwame Ua of Hamilton Forge and Malik Hamilton of Atletico Ottawa. A bit of a straight pass there, but Goal Machine comes through unscathed. He's going to start the attack out wide, but then switch.
And if this game were to end in a draw, we'll be heading into golden goal.
Correct. Virgil, I don't know what he is doing right there, but oh no, that has got to be something that Goal Machine won't be happy about. Few mistakes there from his players. Definitely not on Goal Machine's. Definitely not Goal Machine's fault there. It looked like the AI just decided to slide tackle to trap the ball with Van Dijk for some reason. But now it's giving the ball to Agile, who's got some good space here in attack. Runs into Essien, but gets the ball back. He's got Neymar, but great defending from Goal Machine.
Both players are doing an excellent job just crowding the middle. It's not fun to go up against. It's definitely part of FIFA 20, where the idea is to make sure that your opposition gets kind of caught on the wings. There's space for them to work with there, but we know that crossing is not that effective. Even if you did watch last game, you might disagree with me, but in the competitive scene, you do not see a lot of crossing opportunities or crossing goals.
Not that many at all. And I'm liking the look of that prime moment. Essien looks very aggressive. Seems to be just running the show in the CDM position for Goal Machine. Of course, he was known as the Bull in his time at Chelsea, and he was definitely like a bull there for Goal Machine, I have to say. Might want to pick that card up. Looks kind of nice. Who's your CDM right now, Michael Bo?
Well, I just got rid of both of my CDMs because we came into Team of the Season, so I wanted to pick up some new players to try out. But I've been using Team of the Year De Jong, who I can tell you right now is arguably the best CDM in the game outside of Ruud Gullit. Definitely in the top 5 best midfielders or holding mids. As we have a deep ball here, Vinicius Jr. Just can't get by Virgil van Dijk.
Very few people cannot get past that Virgil van Dijk. And speaking of Liverpool, we saw that new TOT SSF Joe Gomez, which looks absolutely incredible, Mike.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to take care of the back line very well. Pair him up with Virgil van Dijk. Good things are going to happen. You got that green connection. My other holding mid that I was using the previous weekend was the shapeshifter Mendy, which I enjoyed. I enjoyed using him. I don't know if he was as good as I expected, but I enjoyed using him overall.
Shapeshifter Mendy, what a card. For those of you looking to build a nice La Liga team, but we have Agile on the attack, but just cannot get past that Maldini. But it's a free kick here. We're going to see a few tactics changed by Goal Machine, who set up the pause. Agile just checking anything he needs to change. He's got Cruyff up top, Neymar at cam, Mbappe, Vinicius wide. And then interesting CDM choice. He's got Team De Jong and Roberto Firmino. I do like that.
Well, that's the Scream variation of that Firmino item. And I also just put him in a video as one of the most underrated players. So he's in that same video with Alphonso Davies. We haven't seen him used as much outside of when he was dropped early in October, of course, for the Halloween promotion from EA. But I still think he has amazing value. You can get forward. He covers the lanes. He gives you that offensive capability, but also can track back. He's part of that early edition of players that were 80s across the board in all the stats.
That is true. I did not expect him to be used a lot at CDM when I first saw that item. But he does have a really strong body type. He's pretty tall, so with those balanced stats, all 80s, Holy Gang as we like to call it, that's going to make a good CDM. As you see here, we're waiting for the pause to come to an end. As we're just waiting for the players to figure out some of their tactics. But we have 25 minutes left. And based on what you've... Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, this is what happens often in the competitive scene, too. They might be trying to out-tactician each other, where you can see multiple changes, or if they're making decisions on what they want to adjust. I'd love to know, actually, if they're maybe in a group chat and they're talking about each other. That would also, in a way, for me, I like that type of competitive nature.
Free kick here. Is Power going to hit that? Oh,
way off.
Hit it the
way
right
off.
way.
Miss hit it. Nah, right when he lined that up, I said, that's a no-go. I score from there. I was surprised he took that with a right-footed player as well. A lefty in that location is much more effective, in my opinion, if you want to convert it. Just a natural swinging, dipping motion from a lefty.
I think I won't lie. I haven't really scored a lot of free kicks. And we see Agit Power with the great move there. Vinicius Jr. is ready to slot it in, and Agit Power takes the lead. Ottawa up 3-2, and great build-up play there, Michael Bell.
Yeah, he brings down, or he converts an opportunity, can't miss from there. It's all about the first touch from Cruyff, followed up by the ball roll, opens up that lane of space that I keep talking about. And when you're shooting from 2 feet away, even yours truly, I can convert that. All right, in real life, I'm making that one happen. Chu, no problem. Chu can go to like 5 or 6 yards out. He's good.
Yeah. Oh, great little turn there. He's going to turn back. Agit Power completely reading him. And then goal machine with that Messi that we talked about equalizes right after. And he's
shushing him.
He's
the
shushing.
Disrespect. Oh, my goodness.
He is shushing him.
I don't think these guys are
camera.
friends. I don't think these guys like each other.
Oh, my goodness. What a goal there from that Messi that we talked about. He's so clinical with that Messi. Just a quick turn. And boom. It's in the back of the net.
I want my Messi to perform like Goal Machine's Messi. Every time I watch him play, I just think about how he turns on a dime. He always is able to just open up these tiny windows. He scores goals. He finds almost these floating pockets of space. It's almost as if Messi's a cloud that shows up in the right places all the time. I don't know if that's a good analogy for this, but the way that he uses Messi is always very impressive for me. And that's why we constantly insert superlatives, not just around Messi, but how Goal Machine is able to implement him in his attack.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've heard Messi be called a cloud.
A positive cloud? I don't like he's
Positive
definitely, I don't know if that's, like I said, maybe not the best analogy.
Chat, please rate that analogy out of 10 for Michael Bell. And Agit Power with that turn on Cruyff. Ooh, that's dirty. Oh my goodness, and he shushing back Agit Power. Oh my goodness. As soon as you saw that turn, you knew something was going on. Something was fishy, and it was Cruyff with the drag backs. I think it was a drag back to a school. I don't even know what just happened, Michael Bell. Oh my goodness. Filthy.
Double drag back. I'm right now tilted for both of them. I don't like seeing shushes. I don't like the long celebrations. You see the drag back right there, opens up that angle, hits it on the near post. Goalkeeper can't do anything. 4-3 in aggregate. Johan Cruyff has been the most valuable player on the pitch for Agit Power. So now, does Messi have something left in the system? Does Goal Machine have something left in the system? Is he going to be able to make something happen in that 90th minute? Choose favorite minute of every single FIFA.
The best minute. Everything happens in the 90th minute. We see Malik, of course, mentioning that he played against Agit Power before his own match against the Forge, and Agit Power beat him 7-2.
Wow.
What you do to your teammates, man.
Yeah, hey, tough love.
Yeah, tough love. You got to show him. 3 minutes left for Goal Machine to tie things up for the Hamilton Forge, but bad giveaway there. And Agipower might want to waste some time. I'm thinking go down the wing. Yep, he's going to go down the wing here. Of course, the defenders are able to catch up pretty well. And I think Goal Machine might have awoken a beast in Agipower with that shushing. And I saw Agipower do a shush back. And of course, he did that Akan Fenwa celebration. Guys in the chat, the reason why a lot of them do that celebration is because it goes on for the longest time. So it tilts your opponent even more, especially when he's trying to make a comeback. He's just waiting for that celebration to be over. And it literally takes it's a full 30-second celebration. It's very annoying. And it looks like Agipower is going to take this. There's only a few seconds left. He can clear it. And, it's actually going to get a chance here. Is he going to square that? And there it is! Agipower! He's going to run a shush again all the way. And I think that's going to be a DC there.
Goal Machine with a little bit of a rage quit. What happened? Agit got agitated. After Goal Machine shushed him, we saw a new focused
and he's right on. Oh, he came right on after that. Yo, what's going on, Agipower? Congratulations, you're in the final.
Thanks so much.
Walk me through what happened there.
I don't know. It was a good game, but he shushed me, and I don't like people who shushing, so.
Yeah, we saw you did the retaliation shush, and then I'm guessing the Akan Fenwa celebration is that's usually a celebration people do on purpose because it's very long, right?
Yeah, I love the celebration.
I mean, so you took that lead, and then Goal Machine did come back, and tell me that goal with Cruyff for those people who are watching at home want to learn. That's like, are you dragging back to the same position twice and then taking a shot, or what's going on with that? Because that confused me.
It depends for the opponents, because the tactic is the first half I'm doing always the same drag backs, and the second half I'm doing the reverse. So when I got a good guy like Goal Machine playing against me, he tried to read me. But the first half, like I'm doing always the same thing. The second half is thinking that I will do the same thing, so I'll do the reverse, and it's working as well. So, yeah, that's it. It was a GG.
Yeah, it was a GG. Mike, you have any questions for Agipower?
Well, we kind of touched on them. My big questions were going to be all based around the tension, and I'm going to actually follow up on that. Do you guys like each other in real life? Not so much. Is it just a normal competitive thing? Because you guys have to match up in all the qualifiers. So this isn't like something that you're never going to see. Like, this happens time and time again.
I don't know him well, so I seen him in the qualifier sometimes, but I know he's a good guy. So it's just a game, so it's not like I will not be angry for a shushing or something like that. But I just want to say that he's a really good player. He almost beat me, and his team is not good as my team, so that means he's really good. So that's it.
That was a good point. That's a good way of putting it. Great sportsmanship there from Agipower, and also shout out to Goal Machine. Unfortunately, going out in the semifinals, but Agipower and Atletico Ottawa with Malik Hamilton are going to move on to the final. So our first finalist has been decided. We're going to take a quick break and decide who is going to join them in that final after this. Yes, guys, and we're back with some more CPL Home to Play FIFA action. We did just see our first finalists go through, and that is Ajit Power and Malik Hamilton from Atletico Ottawa. And we're going to see who are going to join them in this next matchup. But before we go into that, first of all, I want to introduce my lovely co-host, Michael Bell. Have you ever been described as lovely?
Not by you, Chu, so I will happily take
time.
that. Yeah, my mom would probably introduce me as lovely.
No, that is
I don't
true.
know if she would do it on air, but she would say, "This is my lovely son."
Hey, there's always a first time for everything. But also, we are giving away some limited edition CPL T-shirts, so you can check those out right there. And all you have to do is answer some trivia before the end of the next match that's coming up. So if you answer it in the chat, one of the mods will reach out to you. If you do get it right, they'll reach out to one of the people that do get it right, and they will ask you for your details so they can send that T-shirt to you. All you have to do is answer this question before the end of the game. And the question is, which CPL coach is celebrating his birthday today? Again, which CPL coach is celebrating his birthday today? You drop it in the chat, and if you're lucky, one of the mods will reach out to you and say that you are the winner.
Yeah, blow up the chat. Blow up the chat. Side note, if there's background noise, it's 7 p.m. New York City. Essential workers, everybody's clapping, making noise. Boom. Disclaimer made.
Disclaimer. As is every week, 7 p.m., Mike drops the disclaimer. But consistently. And two guys that have been consistent are these next players for the CPL sides. We have Christian Oxner of the Halifax Wanderers, and then we also have Eric Zetterberg of FC Edmonton going up for the second semifinal. Now, Eric, you've shown some cool, calm, composed gameplay so far. Do you feel like you have what it takes to keep that going and get to the final?
Man, I hope so, at least. But I've been playing a little bit up and down these weeks. But man, I just hope so.
Now, what have you been doing to prepare for this final week? How have you been practicing?
After last week wasn't really my best one, so I actually went on YouTube, watched some videos, like that classic stuff. But yeah, that's all. And then just try to play with different team and see what team I really like to play with. And yeah.
Nice. Good to hear. And
who are you using this week? What was the final solution, or what did we come to? What was I guess not even the solution, the conclusion of what team's going to be your choice?
I'm going with Holland.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Some Van Dijk action in the back line. And speaking of Van Dijk, are you going to be going with Van Dijk, Christian Oxner, or are we going with the same old France?
You guys got me thinking if it was my coach's birthday, man. I forgot to say happy birthday. But I'm going with the same old France, man. Has to be done.
Same old France. Now, you've been playing very well so far in the tournament. How do you feel going into this matchup, knowing that if you win, you have a good chance of positioning yourself to go to the final?
Yeah, I feel all right. Me and Eric played before, but I know he's definitely going to be better than we played last time, especially if he's been on the YouTube videos, man. So he's got me a little worried now.
And I don't want to get ahead of ourselves here, but promise me, if you are to get to the final, Christian, we're not going to see another Canada versus France. You're gonna bring out France versus France.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Yeah, I'll bring out the France. Don't worry. I need to get Malik back for that one.
And of course, you do have a lot of people in the chat cheering you on. The Halifax fans are rowdy. So, what do you have to say to them?
I just thank them for their support, and I wish we were on the football pitch doing this instead. But here we are. What can you do, right? Make the most of what you got.
Yep, let's make the most of what we got. So, guys, we'll let you start up the match. Guys, we are going to our first leg of our second semifinal. So, the CPL pro players are going to lead things off. So, good luck to you guys, and may the best man win.
Thank you.
All right, let's get right into it. I was going to see France versus Holland. I do like the Holland pick. They do have some decent attackers as well. They got Memphis, Depay. They got Promise. Who else am I missing, Mike LaBelle?
Still have, even in the midfield, just going with De Jong, Wijnaldum.
True.
Solid options. The defensive back line, we know what that's all about as they're looking kind of shut down. I feel like when you choose the Netherlands, that you're looking for clean sheets. You're taking some of the more overpowered or more well-known defenders, and you're trying to shut people out.
That is true. I mean, it's the easier task to shut people out when you do have probably the best defender in the game, Virgil van Dijk. But we're kicking things off. Eric Zetterberg for FC Edmonton versus Christian Oxner of the Halifax Wanderers. Christian in the white strip, Eric in the orange Dutch kit, attacking from right to left as we see here. Advantage played. Nice little drag back. Good build up so far from Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Wide. Okay, 5-star skills. My man is putting on a show so far. I guess those YouTube videos have been helping him out, Michael Bell. Has he been watching Michael Bell videos?
He didn't say that, so I'm assuming he wasn't, but I wish that he was, especially if he's coming out with the skill moves, because that's something that I'm all about. And to be fair to Eric, we've seen him use skills in all of his matchups, very structured in his build-up, but when he gets into the final third, he does have a little bit of that like razzle-dazzle, gives you something special.
Does give you something special. But it's all still even so far. Only about 10 minutes gone, but
Ooh.
see something post. Oh no! Oh, off the post. How is that not gone in?
Incredible, but what a connection! They tell you to keep the volley down. Indeed, he did. Wow, that would have been back-to-back games with crosses as well.
We got Bakayoko in the chat says that's FIFA for you. You do get a bit unlucky sometimes when it comes to FIFA. Hit the post a lot, especially in the FIFA 20. And we do have a comment from Halifax J. He says, Mike, just remember that Christian is the goalkeeper this week.
Thanks, cheers. I'm telling you, that was a habit. Every time that somebody says, oh, you say something about goalkeeper, like, what are you, goalkeeper or something? And then I'm getting punished for it now every week. But cheers, guys. Thank you, Chad. It's fine. I earned that.
The Canadians will never forget.
I earned that. It's cool. I can own up to that. I own that.
As you see a powerful tackle there from Van Dijk. That's what he's there for. Yeah, Abdu, I did. You said it like 3 times in the chat, bro. It's cool.
Oh, rainbow flickety flick. Okay. What's up, Eric?
Rainbow flicks. I like the skill moves that he's busting out. I have to say, adding a bit more flair to his gameplay, Eric. I'd love to see it.
Shu, did you pick up any new team of the season foot items?
Not today. We haven't been able to, hop on too much. But I was looking at that. I think I'm gonna get that Joe Gomez, and I'm probably gonna pick up the 2 Nigerians who did show up in the team this season. I think there's one Ajayi, and then there's also Moses Simon, who look pretty sick, but they might be a bit expensive.
I don't know what Simon's selling for, but he's one of those foot items who used his foot miss variation. Special. One of the best super subs in the game, kind of in that same category with the likes of a Ryan Kent, Chucky Lozano, Adama Traore.
Ryan Kent.
Don't want to see Ryan Kent in Ultimate Team. We do not.
We do not. We got the mighty Ped, the Halifax player on the FIFA esports side says, Chew, your head is looking extra shiny today. Very, very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Ped. Appreciate that. Oh. Good defense from Eric Zetterberg.
Yo, Ped can't be making me laugh while I play here, man.
Yeah, Ped. Focus up. Stop with the jokes. Great shot there. Great save. I think that's going to be maybe who's that in goals? That's Sillison, maybe. Also, even 27 minutes gone. Christian Oxford for Halifax on the attack now. He's got Pogba. Ooh, nice little roulette. Backwards body fame, but De Jong. I didn't realize how good the regular De Jong still is, Michael Bell.
Well, I used him last weekend because I was doing an under 100K team. I just wanted to try it out. Where I had a pretty good weekend with the 100K team as well, but I was impressed. You're right. The 85 overall De Jong and Ultimate Team is still certified. He's still good to go. He can still control a midfield.
So we got his former teammate Van de Beek on the team there. Ooh, I thought should have gone to Man United, but could have used him. Ooh, Eric with the skill moves. I wonder if I was watching maybe R9 Rye over the weekend.
The biggest challenge with using the Dutch national team, it's not the defense or even the midfield. It's just the attackers. You have more so, I consider them overpowered items, but you don't have that star attacker. at least not in FIFA. You're not dealing with the Mbappes or the Cristiano Ronaldos.
Oh,
That is true.
Whew.
Off the post again. This time from Christian. So these guys have hit the post once each. And they're getting closer and closer to finding the first goal of the second semifinal. As we pull up on halftime here. 5 minutes to go to the half. Could be a couple more chances. Nice little drag back from. Oh, wow. What a shot there from, I think, Griezmann. Yes, that's Griezmann on the left foot. Near post cheese.
Gotta appreciate that celebration as well. Much better than the shush or the Yak and Fenwa dance.
No shushing. They told us we have to watch replays or else I'd skip it. So I'm not toxic.
At least he gave us the heads up. So that is Halifax in the lead.
And that's a classic goal, a usual FIFA goal. Once you find it on Griezmann's dominant left foot, hit it on the near post. Goalkeeper can't do anything about it. Kind of challenging him for power.
Eric's got a chance here, but Longley takes control of that. Mike, I don't know if you saw the new season rewards. We got a new season reward from Titty to go with that Longley. So I think a lot of people would like that if they have an RTG team, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Both of those guys are better center backs than you might expect. I know they're high rated, but when we're looking at FIFA, rating doesn't always dictate who's really going to stand out or who's going to be very overpowered or very strong or suitable for your starting 11. I used Longley last weekend as well in the same 100K team, and I was pleasantly almost reintroduced because I knew that Longley was really good early on in FIFA, but later in the later stages, we're seeing all these introductions of new players and upgraded players that I didn't think Longley was still going to have that value, and he's still good to go.
He's definitely still good to go, and so is the second half here. France 1-0 up. That means Halifax is up 1-0. Of course, this is just the first leg. We will have the second leg with the FIFA Esports Pro players coming right up, and we'll take the aggregate score of the two games.
Yeah, and both these guys are teamed up with two pro players. We have Ped with Christian, and then also Sibwolf with Eric. And that can always go either way when you're dealing with professional FIFA players. It's a matter of who's feeling a little bit better, who gets the lucky bounces, who converts, who's more clinical. Just those key moments is really what separates the wins, the losses, the draws.
That is very true. Great little pass there from Eric, and he's got a man free on the wing.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, how has he missed that? Oh, no. I thought that was going right into the back of the net. But unfortunately, that was not the case. He set up another chance here. Great defense from Pogba. FIFA not being too kind to these guys.
This is a very traditional FIFA match in many ways. We've seen multiple posts being hit, a lot of play in the midfield.
Okay.
Yep, sounds like FIFA. Oh, okay, buddy. With the standing fake shot from Pogba.
And
that was a goal.
And even what we heard from Agipower when we were talking to him post-game, he was talking about how he used certain variations and certain skill moves in the first half for his goal machine, and he's trying to mix it up. We're seeing the same with both, of course, Christian Oxner and Eric, where now they've played each other for a little while now. They're into the second half. How do you introduce other skills or different ways of opening up lanes of space where you can catch your opponent off guard?
I mean, when you got Ben Yedder, that's pretty easy to do. Cannot wait till that team of the season Ben Yedder. Actually, I can wait.
I can wait for that team of the season. I can wait.
Excuse me. Oh, was that Ben Yedder just there? Speak of the devil.
Oh, my goodness. He heard us talking about him, just mentioning the man. The drag back, the finesse shot, the celebration, opens up his body. You cannot stop Ben Yedder.
Man, that's the opposite of a commentator's curse. Ben Yeezy. Making it look easy, as he always does. And I do not ever want to see that team of the season in my life.
Well,
But
if
it's
he's in my
coming.
squad, actually, if he's in my squad, I'll accept it. But I do not want to play against him.
Oh, he's going to beat everybody's squad. Unless we make him 2 million coins. So, if anybody's watching this.
Maybe more than that, actually. I think you might have to push it.
Oh, God. I'm getting nightmares already. But it's all good. We just have to deal with the man that brings us so much pain, Ben Yedder. Oh, great cross from Eric, but nobody there to meet it. And we have a count here. Again, Ben Yedder doing what he does. Great build-up play here by Christian, dragging it back, setting the defender flying. Oh, and that is a third goal. Great back post header. Mike LaBelle said headers don't work, but today the CPL is telling him, Mike, bro, what's going on, man?
It must be something in head-to-head. If you're playing Ultimate Team, you're not converting crosses. And we saw that. The pros didn't convert any crosses. It was all played on the ground. But in head-to-head, we are seeing the back post cross. We're seeing the early cross. We're seeing the lob crosses. A little bit of everything. And goalkeepers aren't handling it well. And it's got to be said, I think Christian really kind of felt a little more comfortable in this game. Had a warm-up first half. And he's been a little more free flow. We've seen more of the drag backs. He's just done a really good job opening up a space and being able to convert the opportunities once they present themselves. You want the game to come to you. FIFA at the end of the day is still a simple game. It's all about the mastery of the intangibles, and then you add in some of those quick, intricate touches and the drag backs and the ball rolls and the fake shots.
Oh, great build-up play, but the shot straight at the keeper. Christian very comfortable now, trying to set things up nicely for Ped. So Sibwolf might have a task on his hand, but no task is too big for Sibwolf.
Oh my
God. Great control. Oh
my God.
Oh, 4-0. What a goal. Ben Yedder. Even in head-to-head, this guy is overpowered. What is wrong with this card, man? Like, that's his weak foot. I'm done, dude.
He has a 5-star weak foot. He's supposed to be able to do that.
I know, but come on. Like, I hate that card so much. Cannot stand that player. Cannot stand that player. But 4-0 to Halifax. Ped, of course, happy with the scoreline. Ped usually, he's trying to just mail it in anyway, so he'll be used to that, right, Ped? Just kidding. No, Ped is a workhorse when it comes to the likes of pro clubs, things like that. So not the toughest shift for him, but still. Still.
Well, you can also see you can see Christian's experience playing Ultimate Team, how he uses Ben Yedder, the angles that he's taking shots from. The Ben Yedder also set up the cross for Paul Pogba, and that was all off of the drag backs. Just certain. I want to use the word meta, and for you guys at home that might not know what meta means, most effective tactics available. Certain things you really understand and master in FIFA via playing Ultimate Team.
There you go, Eric. Well done.
Oh, that's a nice goal.
Nice goal. Nice goal there. From Van Aanholt? Was it? What? Okay. Van Aanholt says, I got this. If the strikers can't do it, the left back's going to do it.
Don't disrespect him. He has the ability to take people on. That's a wing back.
Yeah, but shoot like that was pretty nice, I have to say.
All right, credit to the finish. But the skill moves and some of the turning, he could do that. He's got that in his locker.
GG. Says my man Van Aanholt. And Eric looking for another goal, but that's got to be a foul. All right, fine. You know what? How about not? We got a few minutes here. 2 minutes for possibly one more chance. We got Christian here on the attack. Oh, he's going to run it back a bit, find some space in the middle for Pogba. Oh, Pogba creating things, and that's that man Ben Yedder again, I think. And he's doing the prancing celebration. Ben Yedder, disrespectful for Ben Yedder. That card.
Unstoppable. He's got a brace. He has the hat trick. He also has an assist. What can this man not do on the virtual pitch?
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like you could put him at goalkeeper and it'll still be good. That stupid card. I actually have, you guys can hear the hate in my voice for the amount of dragbacks I've seen this year. The amount of dragbacks I've witnessed that Ben Yedder do to me in FIFA 20.
Chu has displeasure. Chu is annoyed. I think Chu has lightweight resentment. He might be slightly irritated. He has a distaste, maybe a dissatisfaction for Ben Yedder. Have we used enough minor or delicate words to negatively describe Ben Yedder and how Chu feels?
There's never enough. There's never enough. But we see there at 5-1 to Halifax Wanderers over FC Edmonton. And Christian, I mean, that went well for you. Was Ben Yedder the key there?
Oh, yeah. My buddy's been getting at me to play Ben Yedder more because I usually put Mbappe strikers. So, you know, I might owe him something if I end up winning this one.
That's true. And is he going to be keeping his place in your team going to the final, I'm guessing?
Oh, of course. Especially since you like him so much, too. I'm going to keep him in there for you.
Yeah, if you, I'm going to put in a rule that if you score with him, you get disqualified. But enough about that. Eric, unfortunately, going down 5-1. I mean, do you feel like you were unlucky at the start? You know, hitting the post, that could have changed the game, don't you think?
It could, but I don't know. Ox is better than me, so it's a fair result. So it is what it is.
Fair result. Yeah. Mike, I don't know if you had a question there.
I was just thinking how I wanted to follow up on that. I'm still thinking now about this final. Are you going to shift anything heading into the final, Christian? Well, I guess we're getting ahead of stuff. But if you are to go to the final, is there anything that you would shift playing Malik this time? Because you guys know each other pretty well. There's a lot of gameplay. You've matched up. You know what each other's kind of all about.
Yeah, I mean, if we do make the final, I got a few custom tactics I've been thinking about all week for him, but I'm not going to say on air here because I know he's watching.
Oh, that's messed up. But hey, there you go. That's the first leg of the second semifinal. So we do have that second leg coming up. We're going to see Mighty Pet take on Sibwolf. Sibwolf has a task ahead of him, but again, like I said, there's no task too big for the man Sibwolf. So I want to say big thank you to Eric and Christian for joining us in this first leg. Guys, we will see you back after this break for that second leg. Hey guys, we're back with some more CPL home to play FIFA action. We got our second leg of our second semifinal about to kick off. My name is Shoeboy, and that is Mike LaBelle with me. And we're gonna take a look at our next competitors. It's gonna be, of course, Halifax versus FC Edmonton. On the first leg, we had Halifax winning 5-1. So these guys now have to play for the aggregate score, and of course, Halifax having a convincing lead right now. So on the CPL side, it was, of course, Christian Oxner and FC Edmonton's Eric Zetterberg. And for the FIFA Pro player side, we're gonna have the Mighty Ped for Halifax and also Sib Wolf for Edmonton, and we do have them on the call here, so we're gonna talk to them in just a second. We have Sib Wolf there. You can see Mighty Ped is gonna join through audio, but Sib Wolf, starting with you. I mean, 4 goals behind. I mean, how you feel about going into this leg?
It's tough. It's just really tough. No, but it's a quality player. I played him before, and it was a tight game. So winning by 4 just to tie is gonna be really hard. So you will probably see me be very aggressive, very attacking, and I will either make up the difference or it will be a blowout and we will concede about 10 goals.
I like that you're going for it, though. That's what it's all about. You still got to commit the bodies. It doesn't matter if you lose, by the 4 that you're already on a different spread on, or if it ends up being 6, 7, 8, especially if you have a chance of making that comeback. And we've got, and we have a Ped on the mic today. So I've heard. So is that true? Is this actually happening? We've been trying every single week.
This is a factual statement. Yes.
Hey, there he is. What's happening, bro? I mean, so it took you 3 weeks to fix your microphone?
I mean, listen, I don't want to hear the slander before, the biggest game of the year. Sybil's he's very humble. This game, anything can happen. Yeah, 4 goals looks like a nice lead, but I've blown him in weekend league before too, and my control's gone flying. So anything is realistically possible.
Now, how do you feel that, Christian Oxford pretty much just carrying you 4 weeks straight? How do you feel about that?
Christian Oxner is put in a situation where, like, people who don't know, they don't know which one's the pro guy, which one's the real footballer. So kudos to him. He played fantastic. I hope I can carry on his form. And he's been learning. Maybe he's been peeping some of the tips I've been putting out on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Oh, he just had to plug the Instagram. Hey, why not let people know where you're at on Instagram?
That was a humble flex right there. He was like, anything can happen with 4 goals. By the way, he's been watching what I've been putting out, and that's why he's having so much success. I see you. Okay.
I'm guessing it's at Mighty Ped, the Mighty Ped on Instagram. Is that correct?
That's very correct. Thank you for that.
All right, no problem. He kind of just pushed me in the corner to drop that, but the plug is there. So, all right, guys, we'll let you get into that match. We have Halifax up 5-1, so it's going to be an interesting match coming right up. So, guys, may the best man win.
Yeah. See you later, guys.
Good luck.
See ya.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to have the guys match up there. We're going to see weird guy from work. That is Ped for Halifax on the left. And then Sybil on the right. In Shambles FC. Kind of like the scoreline. I won't lie to you.
And I like to hear Sib saying he's going to go for it. I know I told him that when we were doing the interview, but it's important. Push on. Give yourself a chance. Be really aggressive. Make Ped potentially feel some sort of nerves. Right now he has no nerves. He has a 4-goal spread. He's thinking he could just sit back, take in that pressure, look for deep outlets, counterattacks. 1 more goal, you got to say it's done if it gets to a 5-goal spread. Maybe the biggest comeback I've had this year in the weekend league is 4 goals. I would say this is kind of your maximum, especially if you're playing against good opponents. If he was playing against someone maybe at a much lower level, then this would be a different discussion.
Yeah, I was going to say, how often do you see huge comebacks like that? I know in previous FIFAs, you could see a 4-goal comeback. I mean, I remember in FIFA 17, FIWC, the World Cup, I saw, I think, a 4-goal comeback from Mo Alba against Nicholas. But in FIFA 20, it doesn't happen too much, does it?
No. It's just because people can control the game so well. That they're able to see it out. They're able to swing it side to side. They're able to have that additional possession play that's necessary. And it frustrates you because you have to have a certain level of patience on the defensive end.
That is very true. I'm going to see here, I think it's Ped in the white kit. Attacking from left to right. And then it's going to be Sib Wolf for FC Edmonton attacking from right to left. He's on the ball right now on the dark kit. And he is 4 goals down, so he's going to need to get a goal real quick right here. And he can get a goal in the first play. Who knows what could happen, but great defense there by our man, the mighty Ped.
As long as he can get the first goal, just period, even if it takes him a little bit of time, it just starts to make you think, well, is this possible? Could there actually be a comeback on?
We see here Ped trying to spread the ball wide. We're probably going to say that if Ped does get that goal, that first goal, it is going to be game over. As we see here, great defending again by Ped. Sybil just can't break the defense, and I wonder if maybe, Mike, if you're in this situation, if you're a Ped, would you just try to frustrate or would you go for the goal?
If I'm Ped, I don't want to change my gameplay. What I've been able to do all year has worked, so I don't need to make those shifts. I'm still going to go for it. I got a lot of time to work with. I have a 4-goal advantage, and that's only to tie. So I wouldn't necessarily make any changes. I'm not going to, I guess, give that level of respect to my opposition where I'm putting them on a pedestal, and it's better for me to kind of play my game as opposed to starting to adjust this early on or say this guy's better than me at this, that, or whatever, especially when both players are so evenly matched. And if you're on the other end, from Sib's perspective, you're just trying to be destructive. You want some level of organized chaos, if possible, if that makes any sense, just on the defensive end, where you have a plan, you have structure, but you just have bodies on bodies on bodies because you just want to speed up the game. The faster this game is played, the bigger advantage it will be for Sib to potentially be able to start that comeback.
That is true. We're going to see a chance here, hopefully, from Mighty Ped. He's got a man over. Great save from Sybil's keeper, keeping him in the game. Corner here for Ped. We got Mbappe.
You also see an advanced technique there with the pass across. It might look really simple, but he double taps X. And by double tapping X, your standard pass button, it does a bit of a chipped pass, which makes it more difficult to intercept. Even if your player is technically standing in the right place, sometimes it'll go over that center back or that full back.
Great build-up here from Ped. Unfortunately, Cruyff is not able to connect with the ball and get a shot on target. And Subwolf is going to try get his first goal, his first of 4 that he needs to tie things up. We'll need 5 to win it, at least. And that is a tall order, especially when you're up against a team as stacked as Peds. He's got that St. Maxim man on the right wing.
As well as Cruyff up top. You can never go wrong with Johan Cruyff. Any variation, any version, any foot item of Cruyff is good to go. I've actually seen the new Phillips there being used as well from the present team of the season that was announced today.
Yeah, he was I was gonna say he was going for over 1 million coins. It's got to be the most expensive championship player ever. But he's looking incredible. Just gonna take a look at some of his stats there. That's the 92 Phillips from Leeds, 87 pace, 88 shooting, 93 passing, 89 dribbling, 91 defending. Yeesh, am I looking at Vieira? 96 physical with 96 aggression, 94 strength, 98 stamina. That's actually like a crazy card. Like, I actually want this. Like, what's going on? I don't get it. 2,584 total stats, Michael Bell.
Well, you don't know until you know, and I don't want to be the skeptic. I'm not looking to. I'm not looking to put out any harsh criticism. I think that he's going to be fantastic in game, but when you're seeing these massive upgrades, you don't know a lot of times until you actually have that experience. Is it really and truly a weekend league approved player? Is it somebody that you can introduce into your starting 11? Is he really that agile? You name it, because it's all important. You all have to kind of add this into the equation when you're making these investments.
That's true. I guess we'll find out this upcoming weekend league from the people who are going to be using him. I'm going to be keeping an eye out for some streams to see who has him in their team, because I want to know if this card is the real deal, because he could be incredible in game. I'm trying to look at the other EFL players here and see if there are any good ones to take a look at, because they had their stats absolutely juiced, I have to say. And some of them going for bargains. I'm seeing some 87s going for 20-something K. It's good to see as we see our first goal there.
There's the opener. Wrap it up, Chu. GG's. 5-goal spread. Sib told us he was going to go for it. He has. He's had bodies up front. He's putting in that pressure. Ped's done a good job slowing down the game, finding the space in the midfield, lays it off. Team of the year, De Jong. Count it.
Yes, that is probably GG. It's going to be 6-1 on aggregate. We'll get that fixed. Right there. And Ped. Looks like he's home and dry. Now I'm looking at this EFL TOTS. I mean, I'm looking at the guys I can use for SBCs. You got some 87s going for 25K. You got an 88 go for 47. I think we need a few. Ooh, that's dirty. Ooh. Off, we're back in it. 6-2. All right.
That was a nasty combination. The elastic go with the layoff. All right, Eusebio.
That was something else from our man, Sib Wolf, who's back in it.
I still think he's out of time. He needed to be ahead going into halftime. I don't think he can be drawn even. I don't think he can be tied. I just there's not enough clock to work with for a 4-goal spread. But I still encourage him to go for it. By all means, maybe put on a little bit of a clinic for us. Give us some skill moves to talk about.
He did just go to that 3 at the back formation to get that goal. I wonder if he's going to stick with it or maybe go back to something more conventional. But he's got 45 minutes, so he definitely might have to go for that 3 at the back. Get some extra attackers up with him. You see the halftime whistle. There you go. 3 at the back, 3-4-1-2. To get that extra man up. Of course, the no fullbacks there. They're pushed into the RM and LM positions. 2 midfielders, 1 cam, 2 strikers.
One of the best pressure formations. A lot of the 3 at the backs work well for pressure play. Of course, you give up a lot of space for outlets down the wings, unless you were going to have those outside midfielders, maybe on a track back.
Yeah. Oh, nice little, like that little play there from Sib Wolf. Now, Mike, tell me, are you going to be playing FUT Champions extra sweaty? Because we got those TOTS Reds coming up.
Well, Chu, I don't play without sweat. I always have the sweat. But it's a matter of what kind of team that I build. I have not decided for this weekend. Like I said, I shipped out a lot of my players. I'm sitting on a pretty big budget for Ultimate Team at the moment. But I like to have a theme while I'm playing through Ultimate Team. That's kind of been something I've been doing the last couple of months to make it interesting for the weekend leagues. And I have not decided what I'm going to do this weekend, whether it's going to be a bunch of 5-star skillers, something team of the season themed, where we slip some of the new guys into the starting 11.
Oh, St. Maximan. Oh, my goodness.
Beautiful.
That is just dirty. 7-2 for the Halifax Wanderers. St. Maximan with the step over, near post cheese. It's in the net. Ped is up 5 goals.
A heavenly step over there. Just creates space, explodes through that space, converts it on the near post. The FUT birthday version of St. Maximin is the real deal. You got to appreciate him. One of my favorite FUT items to use this year. When people ask me, well, which players have you really enjoyed using? That's one of them. He'd definitely be in my top 5.
St. Max. I need to add him to my team because I remember the first time I laid my hands on FIFA 20, he was my favorite player, the regular St. Maximan. So I think he deserves a place back in my team. How much is he? I'm going to look it up. Just, figure out a way to fit him in my team. That's the problem.
What's his price point at? Because he might have dropped a decent amount now.
1.49K.
Wow, he's still holding. He's still holding pretty strong. I know he's a little bit more than that, but still 1.5 million coins for a winger, 88 overall, regardless of how he performs, is a hefty investment.
Oh, we do have a lot of sweaty people in this game, Michael, though. We need a card like that. Hopefully be able to pack Similar play in team of the season. That's what I'm hoping for. I know that new Felipe Anderson looks pretty good. He's going for about, I think he's going for about 1.2 million coins. I don't know if he's worth it, but no, he's gone down to 900K.
So I'm scared to see what he drops down to because we're going to have so many different players released, and we haven't had the Premier League team of the season yet. So once that's released, even though a lot of those guys will be very, very expensive, surely his value is not going to be at the same price point that it's starting out. Right now, he's still rare, so he's staying at a pretty high price point. Not that you should take trading advice from yours truly.
Mm-hmm. Hey, nothing wrong with a bit of trading advice. Oh, great goal there from Sib Wolf. Try to keep things honest there. Is that the Phillips? Is that the new Phillips or is that the SBC Phillips? I wonder.
No, that's the brand new one.
Oh, it's a brand new one. Ooh.
Calvin Phillips. Looked comfortable in front of goal, too. He only has a 3-star weak foot, so that was something that I was concerned about.
Looking like a cat there with that cat celebration. Ooh, Joe Gomez, 93. He is now 1.4 million coins. Yikers. That is a lot of coins. But I will pack him, Mike LeBeau. I will pack him, I swear to God. I promise you I will pack him.
The reason that Calvin Phillips has become so popular and just looks so appealing, he almost has a 90-plus rating in each of the major 6 statistical categories.
Oh, we got Sibwolf here. Oh, he can't get hold of the ball in time. Oh, you know what? I've got prime moments Rio Ferdinand, and I'm going to put Gomez right next to him. That strong link of dreams.
I know the chat can't see this, but you also have Rio Ferdinand on your back wall.
That's true. Yeah, they'll probably see it when we go through the interviews. But yeah, I got Rio, my favorite Premier League defender of all time. Big fan of his. Got to meet him. Very nice guy. Oh, great chance there. Great block.
See that usage of the double tap function again, where you have that little bit of a lob pass. It almost sets you up for a volley, or if you let it bounce, even a little bit of a half volley.
Exactly. And I'm surprised that it took this long for people to discover. It usually takes a bit quicker for people to discover the meta features, but this one is one of those metas that came out pretty late. It's still good. Still really good, I have to say. Oh, man, I just put that Joe Gomez in my team. The concepts. Oh, looks incredible.
What's the price point on that again, Chu?
1.4 million.
I don't think that's unreasonable. I mean, it's expensive, but it seems like it's in the right ballpark. He'd be an in-game center back.
That's true. Oof, man, I can't wait to get that. I'm going to pack him. You know what? Oh, we see a goal there from, our man, Sib Wolf. He's winning the game, but on aggregate, he's down, I think, 4-7. He's got 10 minutes to score 3 goals, Michael Bell.
He ran out of time. And I said this was going to happen as we were nearing halftime and it was all even. He just wasn't going to have enough minutes on the virtual clock to make this happen. I mean, a 4-goal comeback is spectacular. Even a 3-goal comeback is very rare. It's uncommon. Whether you're playing division rivals, you're playing the weekend league, you're even playing against a friend in a friendly, it just doesn't happen. This game, it's difficult to make those types of comebacks. We see so many people start to sit back farther with their defenders, and they just don't open up clear opportunities. You always have 50-50s throughout the pitch, whether it's when you're building up in the midfield or even when you get closer to that final third.
That is true. And I imagine if the comeback was completed. Could you imagine? I'll be screaming, but it's probably not going to happen because, again, 6 minutes left. We usually don't see a goal in 90 minutes of FIFA 20s, let alone 6. So I'm not too sure what we'll see for these last few minutes. But Halifax Wanderers look like they have booked their place into the final of the CPL Home to Play FIFA tournament. And the final will be coming up soon after this match. And I don't know, for you, Mike, were you expecting, who are the 2 teams you expected at the start after week 1?
These are the 2 favorites, without a doubt, just because of not necessarily the professional esports side, but the actual ability from the CPL players, where Christian showed us right off the jump that he is familiar with the YouTube scene. He plays the weekend league. We knew that he was going to be good. We saw his ability on the virtual pitch. He had a lot of games where he scored more goals than other competitors. He was capable. And same with Malik. He just sees the game a little bit quicker than some of the other CPL guys, the 1-2s, the intricate play. He understands formations, tactics, how to change on the fly, and he has access to all these different skills. When you start seeing people pull out a bunch of different skill moves in the right places at the right times, it shows you that they're not only familiar, but they have been playing. They have been grinding, that they understand what works and what doesn't work in this year's installment.
That is true. And there you go. The Halifax Wanderers have booked their place into the final of the Home to Play FIFA tournament. Sib Wolf, unfortunately, not able to make that epic comeback against Mighty Ped. And Halifax moves on to the final with a 7-4 aggregate win. It was a great job there from Ped, who did lose the match, but again, was able to see things off on aggregate. So we're going to talk to Sybil. Sybil, I mean, you did win the match. So that was that was very impressive.
It was going to be very tough from the start. I started playing a 4-4-2, and I was getting very outplayed. So I just went for it in a 3 at the back formation, 3-4-1-2, and went constant pressing all game. And I won the game, but the difference was too much. But I did get to score a couple nice goals. I think the first goal was really nice. So,
Yeah, no, it was very nice. It was very nice. Mike, I don't know if you have a question for Sib before you heads
Well, big fan of the Elastico. I was just going to ask you, because so many people always put out there, well, what skill moves do I need to have? You had 3 skill moves that someone should learn, whether they're a beginner, an intermediate, an advanced player. What are the 3 skills to master?
Yeah, so the first one for me is always the elastico in both variations, so the reverse and the normal elastico. I think you can get a lot of variety when you are in the wing. I think you saw me do it the reverse and also do the normal one. You will do the normal one time, and then the next time they will expect the elastico, and you hit them with the reverse one and just get more space to the other side. So that's one. I would say, obviously, the drag back this year is really, really good. Drag back combinations, forward, backwards, however you want it, and then for the last one, I would say there's one that I really like that I don't know what's his name is. It's one where you do a ball roll. Well, the ball roll obviously is one of the best, but do a ball roll and then you click the right stick and it will flick the ball up over that defender. I really like that for weekend league. You get a lot of goals using that skill move.
I know this. I know the skill really well. I'm trying to think if is it a Neymar flick? Maybe it's the Okacha flick. Where it's like he rolls it and pops.
It's like a ball roll into an Okacha flick.
Yeah. I know what it's called. If you guys know in the chat the actual name, I know exactly how to do it. I use it. It's pretty on the eyes, easy on the eyes.
It's really pretty. Yeah. Sometimes I brought it out in qualifier games, and you get goals like that because no one does those kind of skills. And it might seem kind of disrespectful, but it's just you have to surprise the opponent. And it really works.
Sometimes you have to.
A lot.
Sometimes you have to disrespect your opponent. It just has to happen, exactly. To be honest with you. Sometimes it has to happen.
Sure. But for more basic ones, just the elastico, the drag back, and the ball roll is the main combo for me, that trio. A Triforce.
The Triforce of skill moves there from Sybil. So thank you for those tips, especially for the people who are watching at home. But commiserations, unfortunately for that loss. But
man, it is what it is, man. I had a lot of fun. With you guys. You've been over these past 4 weeks. And good luck to Ped in the final, to Oxner, who's been carrying a little bit. He's gonna have to, get some medication for that lumbago after.
My man's calling out Ped. I'm done, but we will have that next matchup, the final of the Home to Play FIFA tournament. 4 weeks come down to this. Couple of matches coming up right after this break, guys. We'll be right back, so do not go anywhere.
See you guys.
Yes, guys, and welcome back to the CPL Home to Play FIFA tournament. Guys, we're just getting set up for our final match of the tournament between Atletico Ottawa and the Halifax Wanderers. We're going to start off with the eSports Pros first up. But before we get into that, of course, we are giving away some T-shirts, some limited edition eCPL T-shirts. And all you have to do to win is to answer a trivia question. And if you have the answer to that trivia question, drop it in the chat. And if you do get it right, if you're lucky enough, one of the mods in the chat will let you know that you've won, and then they'll ask you for your details. So make sure to answer that question before the end of the match. And the question is, who were the two teams in the home to play final in week 1? So that's the question. Who were the two teams in the home to play final for week 1? So drop that answer in the chat, and if you're lucky, one of the mods will hit you up if you have won one of those T-shirts. But let's get right into the first leg of the big final. I'm joined by Mike LaBelle, of course, and we have Power on the cam, who's representing Atletico Ottawa, and then the Mighty Ped on audio, who's representing Halifax Wanderers. Now, Power, you guys were the first winners. That might have helped people out there, actually, for the quiz. But you guys were the first winners of that week 1. And, I mean, did you expect to be in the final of the week 4 tournament as soon as you won that first final? Like, did you expect yourselves to be the favorites?
Honestly, I didn't expect to be at the final, but how can I say? The thing is, I thought it would be me and Goal Machine at the final, because Goal Machine is one of the best players in the tournament. But I was thinking of the final for me. It was like when I play against Goal Machine. So, but honestly, I thought I would be in the final. But let's see what will happen. I hope I win this, and I hope that Malik will perform good like he does always, and we get this trophy.
And you had more of a style approach that you wanted to kind of counteract what Goal Machine's good at doing in the previous game. Do you have something that you're going to apply to Ped? Is there something that you adjust? Do you just play your game? Is it still through the wings? Because you've matched up with a lot of these guys throughout different events and different tournaments. There's a lot of people that are kind of like well known in the Canadian scene.
Against Ped, I'll just try to push, because I know he's really good at skills. I need to not let him have a lot of space, because he's really good at doing some skills, and he's doing the skills at this best moment. Like, he's not doing a random skills. So I'll try to push him a little bit. So yeah, that's it. So that's my style. After that, if I have the ball, I'll play my game style, keep the position and turning and finding the hole and scoring.
And of course, we have your opponent, Mighty Ped, who is on audio for us. Ped, again, how does it feel knowing that Christian Auctioner has carried you to the final?
It feels great, to be honest. I'm happy. It's just a very good player. It's going to be tough. I mean, we've matched twice in the final, and both times I haven't even been able to get near him. He keeps the ball really, really well, but hopefully this time is different. I remember the last time we played, it was quite tense. Not a lot happened. He had one chance. It was very clinical with it, but I'm going to try and press him a little bit. It's hard in this format because I don't want to go all out and then he picks me apart and then I make it harder on Ox. But I just got to try and find the balance between pressing him and then also making sure I have the ball too, because I don't want to just be watching him pinging around.
I'm glad that you brought that up, because this is a partnership between, of course, the CPL players and then the gaming side with all the pro players on that end. And you have to think about that when you go into these first legs. Well, if I'm not playing my best FIFA, regardless of if you're a CPL player or a pro, I just don't want to put my partner in a bad position. I want to still give us a chance to go on. And we've seen that happen, especially in week 2, where Kwame and Goal Machine basically won the entire week without Kwame playing good in any games. He didn't get any wins, but Goal Machine was able to definitely carry him on his back, so to speak. But this is the final. I'm ready for the energy. Chew, are you ready for this? I want to run it. I know these guys are ready. I know you guys are going to get off the mic. You're going to be off the call. It's just going to be Chew and I, but I'm ready for this. This is like what we've been building up for over 4 weeks now.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, the total prize pool is 1,000 Canadian dollars, and the winning team does get their to share the 800, and then the runner-up gets to share the 200. So hopefully these guys are going to be going home with their share of that 800. We'll see who that goes to, but guys, good luck, and may the best man win.
Thank you so much, Chew.
All right.
Thank you,
guys. They're going to get locked into it. And Mike, who is your money on, your Canadian money on?
Well, we heard it there. Agit Powers won the previous 2 matchups. I think coming into this tournament in general, he's the favorite. It was him and Goal Machine. That's what he was talking about. That's what he was stressing. Agit Powers should win if we're just basing this off of pedigree, off of results, off of previous history. But that's not always what happens in FIFA. So I love a good upset. I love a different narrative. So if Ped can make something happen, so be it. And I like that the CPL guys should be able to decide kind of what happens here. As long as it stays close, it's going to come down to that Christian versus Malik matchup to close it out.
Yeah, that is pretty cool that the CPL guys are going to be the ones that decide this. And that's a very scary tifo that my man has there. But we have Mighty Ped versus Agit Power. It's going to be Halifax versus the boys of Atletico Ottawa. I'm trying to see who is in the red kit. I believe that's Agit Power in the red kit. Neymar on the ball for, I believe that is, I'm trying to figure that out. Maybe the producers can let me know. Oh, Agit is in the white kit, excuse me. It's his stream. And then Mighty Ped is in the red kit. So Agit Power is attacking right now in the white. That's Atletico Ottawa. And then the red kit is going to be Halifax. So if you're a supporter of Halifax, let us know in the chat. I know you guys have been a bit rowdy. So I'm sure you guys are going to get behind your guy, Mighty Ped.
And even early on, this has been the favorites right now. When you're looking at Ottawa facing off against the Wanderers, this is what we expected to kind of see, unless there was, something thrown into the narrative that was a little bit different, a monkey wrench. Maybe matchups didn't go for somebody the way that they were expecting them to go. But just based on Christian Oxner and Malik Hamilton being the best from the CPL guys. And then they also have very capable partnerships with Agit Power being the highest ranked Canadian in the world currently in the FIFA 20 season. And Ped being a household name, also at that pro level, of course, but somebody that we have all known for the last couple of years in the FIFA scene.
That is true. And, almost a chance there for Ped, but Agit Power's got a bit of space there, but decides to cut it back to the midfield. He's going to go down the wing again. Agit Power is saying that his best gameplay is down the wing. He always likes to stretch out the gameplay and then cut down the middle to get the goal. Can he do it here in the grand final? Again, these guys playing for their share of $1,000 total prize. 800 to the pair that wins. 200 to the pair that is the runner-up. Agit Power, great build-up play here, but great defense from Penn. And of course, we're expecting this match to be very close. And of course, the final is a two-legged affair, so the CPL pro players will decide this in the next leg. But giveaway there by Penn. Of course, last time these guys met, it was that one mistake I remember that Penn did make on a goal kick that gave Agit Power the advantage. So Ped's not going to want to be making any more mistakes like last time.
And at the competitive level, that's really what it comes down to. When you're looking at having success and having consistent success, it's eliminating mistakes or at least reducing them to being minor mistakes, not major errors. You can't afford to have major mistakes in the competitive scene. Ooh, he'd like to have that back. A little too much oomph behind the finesse shot. Our first real opening chance. And I'm not expecting this game to be free-flowing. I don't think there's going to be a bunch of chances. Agit Power does such a good job with holding the ball that he cuts you out of being able to play your style of game or being really aggressive. And just makes it where it becomes a game of taking your 3 or 4 opportunities and what you make of it. Being clinical.
Yes, being clinical is one of the most important things to be when it comes to FIFA 20. You don't get too many chances, and when you do get them, you got to take them. And Edgepower is setting up for that chance as we speak. Neymar at the middle of everything for Edgepower right now. He's got some space there. Tries to take that finesse shot.
Slightly hesitated on the edge of the box. You have to let him go. You have to let him rip. FIFA always rewards you for being decisive, both defensively and offensively. Any minor hesitation seems to always have a negative consequence with creating opportunities and also with your defensive steps. A lot of people talk about losing in 50-50s or maybe going through some different bounce backs. Some of that is because of poor reactions or slower reactions to your opponent or just not being as aggressive.
That is very true. As you see Edgepower make another attack again. No one's been too close so far. Just knocking on the door. You see Edgepower here. Oh, he's using that Cruyff again. He doing that drag back that he talks about. And if Ped was listening to our last interview, you know, Edgepower is going to do that front drag back now. And then the second half, he might reverse it to just confuse Ped a bit. And I really like that tactic. Is that something you see a lot of the pros do, or is that just special to Edgepower, Michael Bell?
No, it's definitely something that you see used from all the professional players. The drag back is easily the most effective skill move in FIFA 20. It's because of the ability that you have to not only use the drag, but there's all these different individual variations. Whether you're going left, you're going right, you're going to turn this way, you're going to turn that way. You can pull it back. You can do a half drag back, which you just saw in the midfield, where you don't choose an exit direction. And you also get a half second to react to your opponent's defense, which most skill moves don't give you that. Once you choose to use that skill move, the execution is happening. This is what it's going to be. However, with a drag back, it's not a lot of time, only about a half second, but you can change the exit from using the drag back, whether it's a direction or if you just want to pull it back and kind of reset.
Something that a lot of you guys at home should be implementing into your gameplay, and of course switching it up every time you go into an attack using that drag back. We still are 0-0 in this first leg of the final. Of course, it's going to be a cagey affair. Seeing as it is the final, of course, these guys competing for their share of a $1,000 prize pool. The winner gets his share of $800, and then for second place, each competitor gets their share of $200. As you see there, another attack stopped by Ped, and he gets a foul. A lot of Halifax fans in the chat, of course. They love their FIFA, and they love their Halifax Wanderers, and they love their Christian Oxner. The goalkeeper, by the way, Michael Bell.
Cheers. Cheers. Thank you so much.
I had to. It was too easy. Halftime coming up.
I hope Chu starts bringing out the food soon.
Yeah.
That'll be running.
Oh,
You've never made it through a broadcast without eating. I'm waiting.
That's you just got me hungry. Dang it. Because again, to halftime, you just got me hungry. Now I'm thinking about what I'm going to eat.
Each competitor had one pretty clear chance. Maybe you could call it slightly a half chance. They both put a little bit too much power into the shot attempt. Maybe they're feeling the nerves. Could just be getting used to the connection. Of course, when you connect to different opponents all around the world or all around Canada, connection is going to jump around a little bit in terms of how clean, how crisp, or not so much if you get a little bit of delay. Both these guys should be used to it regardless. They play so many online matches, and they've played against each other on multiple occasions. And that's another thing that's worth taking into consideration. When you play cagey affairs, at least from my experience, you now put so much pressure on yourself to convert your 1v1 because you know you're not going to get very many. And sometimes that extra pressure that you're putting on yourself causes you to overthink, to put too much power, and not be as precise.
That is very true. We got Mbappe on the wing there for Edgepower. He's attacking from left to right. Trying to find just that little bit of space to be able to turn around and shoot. As you can see, a lot of defenders blocking the middle for Ped. When you got to play like Cruyff, a lot of space does open up. Great defending there from Ped, but he gets the ball back. Gets an extra shot there from Cruyff, and Ter Stegen with the save.
Ter Stegen, active hands, great positioning. One of the best, if not the best, goalkeepers in FIFA 20. That's always going to be debatable, very subjective with goalkeepers. So there's never going to be a clear number one. It's always going to be between different competitors, different players, who they think makes the key saves for them.
Oh, bad over the top through ball there for St. Maximin. That was the plan, but didn't pan out like he expected it to. We're going to see Power get Cruyff down the wing. Mbappe. Oh, chance here. But again, Ped defending his life right now in this final. As you probably would. Again, very cagey. 56 minutes gone.
And if this were to end 0-0, then the game would be decided. The finals would be decided completely from Malik and Christian. And I think people would be all right with that. I'd be cool with watching that because I know Christian's looking for revenge. They played last week. Christian used Canada, so it's difficult. It's difficult to judge that game in terms of how close these competitors are or what if there is a big skill gap.
Oh, off the post. Almost a chance for a goal there from Mighty Ped, but keeper saves it, goes off the post. That's the closest we've come to a goal so far. Great fake shot from Johan Cruyff on the wing. That's why so many people have him in their team. We're going to see Power get a bit close. We got the Clout Master has Seam 7. Sword Gaming has Seam 7, I should say. In the chat. Checking out the best Canadian players because they're obviously better than the best American players. This is facts.
Whoa. Shots fired. Hey, Chris, last year, NYC Chris won Champions League.
This is true, but, you know.
I thought that was your guy, too. You tell me that's your guy.
That is my guy, but, you know, when it comes to Canada, I mean.
No, when it comes to Canada, you said Goat Machine was your guy, but then you've been going for Power recently. That's what's been shifting.
Goat
You've been talking about Phil a lot. You've been talking about Skill Shack a lot.
Look,
you're just switching sides.
Phil B's the original. Phil B put Canada on the map, all right? We have to always remember that. He put Canada on the map, FIWC 17. They didn't know who he was. They didn't know who we were. Then he put us on the map. And then, you know, Gold Machine said, all right, I'm here too. You know? So, those are my boys. And Chris is my boy too, but, you know, you got to rep Canada.
George from Red Bull's looking really solid. We got Alexander. He's got a lot of talent. We got Joey, Ajax, but of course, living in the U.S., representing the U.S.
It's all right. You got Dilfin.
We got Fiddle. Yeah,
we should set up USA versus Canada pro clubs.
Actually, that might be happening. There's a tournament coming soon, 5-on-5. It's a bunch of pro players are in it.
They should definitely get that going to decide this. Easy done for Canada, but I'm not going to say anything. Oh, through ball here. Is that onside? St. Maximin. Can he hit that? What a save from the keeper. What a save from the keeper. Ped with the two best chances so far in this game, but it would be cruel if Adjut was to score here, but we all know it's FIFA. So that kind of thing, that kind of cruelty sometimes does happen. As you're going to see here, 4-2-3-1.
'80th minute, 0-0. Kind of what we expected. You said early on this is going to be a KG affair. I seconded that. I also know what type of player Adjut Power is. He's not somebody that I would ever want to go up against because he's just so good at controlling games. I would be angry for the majority of the game. I can tell you that right now. I feel like I would always be chasing, never in control.
That is definitely true. As you see, Adjut Power trying to get this last attack. Oh, I thought he was trying to square that across the goal.
Might have got caught in two minds there. It almost looked like an in-between from the choices of taking a shot or hitting that layoff across the goal.
I'm going to see Ped just saving his time. He just wants to get that goal.
Well, if you're Ped right now, too, you should be aiming for that last attack. I wouldn't even push forward. I would swing it around, get close to that 90th minute, and then go forward from there. He's not listening to me.
He does not want to listen to Mike LaBelle.
Maybe he is. Hold on. He just recycled. Yeah, there we go.
This is it. Is this the chance that he's been looking for?
The answer is no, and he's left Agit some time to work with, which is what you don't want to do.
Wow. So you see Agit. This is the last chance. This is going to be a goal to take Atletico Ottawa in the lead. No, so it's going to be a tight one in the final of the Home to Play FIFA tournament. First leg between Agit and the mighty Ped. These guys were inseparable, it looks like. And we do have Agit here with us. Agit, I mean, tell us about that. It was very tight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a really good game. He played very well.
I mean, was the plan to be more defensive? Like, was it both people just trying not to make any mistakes at all? I know that he hit the post.
That's the thing, that when you play against a pro player, the thing is the first who scored, he wins. So we both try to score, but at the same time playing defensive way. So it was a really good game. He missed a couple of chances at the second half. I missed some chance too, but I think Malik and Christian, it will be a really good game to watch. I hope Malik got it and he win the tournament.
Does that come into your thought process during that game? So you're obviously playing very defensive. You're playing very passive in some different instances on the virtual pitch. Do you think, well, Malik's got this, or I believe that he's going to get this win, I just got to make sure I put him in a good position, or does that not cross your mind?
Yeah, I believe in Malik because before the tournament starts, we play one game together, and I try to say that he need to play possession because the meta way on the FIFA 20, it's not like in real life playing quick and things like that. And I have a feeling that
I think we might have lost him there.
We had a feeling that something was going to happen before he cut off.
Dude, that feeling is going to remain a secret. Oh, are you back? Sorry. We couldn't hear you. You cut out after you said you had a feeling.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I say that I have a feeling that Malik will win because I show some tactics that like shooting the near post and the drag backs, the fake shots. I talked about that with Malik, and I help him with the tactics, like the depth and whiffs, things like that. So I hope Malik will win it. With the tactics I give him, I have a feeling that he will get it. I hope so.
All right. So Malik's got some extra tactics from a FIFA Pro player himself. We will have that second leg of the grand final coming up in just a bit. We're going to take a quick break and we'll head over and see who will win the Home to Play FIFA tournament. All right, guys, just stick with us and we'll be right back. Guys, the time has finally come. It is the grand final, the second leg of the week 4 final here at the CPL Home to Play FIFA tournament. It's been a grueling 4-week tournament where our favorite CPL players and some of our favorite Canadian FIFA esports pros have come together to battle it out. And it all comes down to this. The second leg between the Halifax Wanderers and Atletico Ottawa. It's going to be the Halifax Wanderers keeper, Christian Oxer, versus Malik Hamilton, the sensation from Atletico Ottawa. My name is Shoeboy. That is Mike Lobel. And we got the two players right there. It is even on aggregate. It all comes down to this. One of these two players will decide who wins the Home to Play FIFA tournament. Now, Malik, Ajapar says he trusts you 100%. He said he's taught you some skills, some tactics. Do you feel confident with what he's taught you ahead of this final?
Yeah, no, I'm confident. I got a little surprise up my sleeve here. I'm trying something new, so we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Ooh,
So
I like that. Okay.
I'm guessing you're not gonna give Christian a sneak peek, are you?
No, not at all.
Not at all. I like that. Now, Christian, you've been having a great CPL Home to Play FIFA tournament so far. Now, I mean, this is the last game. Do you think that you have what it takes to get over the finish line? You have a lot of fans in the chat. You think you're gonna not disappoint them tonight?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope Malik surprised me as that he's playing Lloris at striker, so that that'd be nice. But I know it'd be a good game between the both of us, and it should be fun.
I kind of feel like each of you guys are holding on to something too, because Malik has a new surprise. If you remember last week, Christian played as Canada, so he didn't really take the game as serious in terms of the matchup. So he almost saved it. He saved it for this matchup, this game right here, right now, the big finale. Everything's on the line because the first match in the first leg was 0-0. So this is going to decide everything. Do you guys feel any additional pressure?
I was hoping Malik would use use Canada this week to make it fair to me, but no additional pressure. I think it's we're the two most deserving teams to be in the final. So I think whichever team wins, it's deserved in my opinion.
And Malik, how about yourself?
Yeah, no, like Ox said, I think both of us deserve to be here. We've done well to get here so far. No pressure. Just treat it like every other game we played in the past weeks and see what happens.
All right. Well, we'll let you guys get to that match, guys. This is the second leg, the deciding leg in the Home to Play FIFA tournament. 4 weeks all come down to this. Guys, good luck and may the best man win.
Thank you.
I'll add this too. I wouldn't mind seeing golden goal. I don't know. I'm just saying, like if it came to golden goal, I wouldn't be upset about that.
Yeah.
I think the fans wouldn't mind that at all.
Especially if it was a high-scoring draw, even better. If it's like a 3-3 draw and then we went to golden goal, that'd be icing on the cake.
I hope it does not go there. that will be added pressure.
Well, penalty kicks. Now we're talking. We got penalties. What?
Yeah, penalties would be something else as we go into the match here. We're going to see, I'm going to guess, Malik, is that you or is that Christian in the blue?
Christian.
All right. That's Christian in the blue there of France. I'm going to assume it's going to be France versus France. Guys in the chat, let us know who you guys think is going to win the Home to Play FIFA tournament. Is it going to be Halifax or is it going to be Atletico Ottawa? As we head over to Parc des Princes in Paris for the final. And yep, it's France versus France. We got Christian in the blue, Malik in the white. Guys, whoever wins this wins the entire tournament.
And I'm just interested in what Malik's got that's a special surprise, whether it's like additional pressure. Are we going to see different players? Is he not using Ben Yedder? I don't think that's the case.
No, you definitely have to be using the one Ben Yedder. I'll definitely say that. As we see Christian going down the wing, trying to get that cross in, but great punch out there from Lloris. Christian's going to come back with another attack with Pogba, but great defending from Malik, but he gives it back to Pogba. Pogba going to take his time there. Nice build-up play. Christian looking very dangerous, but great defending once again from Malik. Is he going to try and start his first attack of the game in the white kit? Looking for a 1-2. Gets it. Christian a bit sucked in, but tries to stop and turn, but it's a good read by Christian. And Malik's going to get the ball back. He's got some space to work with. Trying to get bullied off the ball. And it's starting to get a bit tense as we see the build-up play.
Oh,
And what a save there from Lloris. First shot on target goes to Malik Hamilton, Michael Bell.
Hugo Lloris has been maybe the most valuable player outside of Ben Yedder when you're looking at the French national team. Just key saves on key saves on key saves. He really makes you earn your opportunities. And both Malik and Christian are both good attacking players. You're going to see a little more of the tiki-taka. You're going to see both guys looking to push on for goals. Neither of them have been, slower build-up guys. They're looking to make efficient opportunities, but they commit the midfield as well as, of course, those attackers into the final third.
Christian Oxner. Oh, Ben Yedder. Just hitting that top bins for Christian and Halifax. It's still 0-0. We got a question from ASAP Hoopy. He says, will Chu and Mike support Ottawa if they win? I mean,
are you changing allegiances? Where do you fall, Chu?
I mean, I can't be doing that. I live in Toronto, right? So,
just saying.
I don't live in Ottawa. There's nothing going on in Ottawa, chat. No offense.
Hey.
Oof.
Great defense again there from Malik. Trying to start something on the counter. Not too many chances to speak of so far.
No, they've each shared a chance each in terms of the opportunities created. Pretty normal first 20 minutes, kind of feeling it out.
Great step overs there from Christian as he attacks in the dark strip. Seeing a slight lag in the gameplay, but hopefully these guys will be all right.
I was just going to say, are you lagging a bit, Ox?
A little bit, yeah. But, yeah.
Like a slight delay?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this won't affect the gameplay too much. As Christian's on the attack. Great step from Malik. He's got that single striker up top, looking to find him. Gets away with the ball somehow. He's going to find Mbappe. Can't get the ball back. It's very tight in the back from Christian. Keeps the ball in somehow. Great tracking back from his fullback. Not a lot of space to work with in the midfield. Malik keeping him back in his own half. Great pressure. Containing the attack. Just going to try and get some joy on the wing, but great interception. Gets a deflection. Gives it back to Christian. Good defense from Malik. This is a very, very tight match, chat.
Christian slightly missed an opportunity there. He had a little more space to the inside, and he ended up taking it down the wing with Griezmann.
Looking for Griezmann there once again, but it gets caught out. Malik's going to have a counterattack. He's been playing more on the counter as Christian has had more possession. He's going to catch it. Nope. The defender gets back just in time. But yeah, you see Malik working off the counter. But Christian has a counter of himself, of his own, to work with. He's going to lay it off. Oh, tries to get the shot off. Is he going to win the ball back? Yes, he does. How is that not a foul, referee? And Coleman gets a corner.
And you can feel a little bit of the nerves. You can feel that this is a final. There's a certain, so say smell in the air. I don't know. There's a certain tenseness between the game. You don't hear any talking. Everybody's very focused. They're dialed in. I'm stretching it out over here.
You guys can't see, but yes, Mike LaBelle is stretching out, confirmed.
I feel stiff watching it.
Of course, it was 0-0 in the esports side of things, and it's 0-0 here so far as well, as you would expect in a final. Nobody want to make a mistake. Concentration at high levels. Christian on the attack, though, with Griezmann. Tries to take a shot. Wins a corner.
They called him offside there. Oh,
Yellow
no.
card for Mbappe for previous challenge. It's going to take a short corner.
Oh, yeah.
Offside.
And we've seen less of the traditional Malik, I guess, Hamilton build-up, too. We're not seeing the quick tiki-taka, the pass and move in the same way. Still looking for those counters. But we've had multiple experiences or games that we've commentated over where Malik's been more in the narrow formations and a lot of pass and move. Maybe that's our surprise.
That could be the surprise. A lot of counterattacking, a lot of pass and moves. Trying to catch Christian out if he can, while giving Christian more of the possession. I have a message from Agit Power. He says, Malik, play calmly. Play more calm, says Coach Agit Power. Always looking out for his boy.
It's the sweatiest game of FIFA I've ever played.
It's a bit tight in there, isn't it, boys?
Oh, man, it's sweaty.
Very sweaty. We could be seeing goal extra time. We could be seeing penalties. Who knows? But 0-0 between the two.
See if anybody makes changes. Not a bunch of changes made into the second half. The second half that decides it all. Let's just add to the pressure a little bit. Make it even sweatier.
Mike Lobel making things sweatier. As always. Just like his weekend league.
I mean, it's just part of the culture.
Of course, it is going to be Halifax in the dark strip. Atletico Ottawa in the white strip. Atletico on the ball right now. Oh, forced pass there from League, but he's trying to win the ball back. Christian making some space. It's probably going to come down to one goal. Who is going to score that one goal?
I have a feeling this is going to come down to the first competitor here to make a mistake or to have a miscalculation, maybe an inaccuracy in a pass, something out of the back.
Oh, like that. That could be it. Drag back. Oh, great save from Lloris. A couple great saves from the French captain so far. Punch out for him as well. Is he offside? Nope. Griezmann's on. Christian just trying to find that extra pass.
No, not like that.
Oh, and it's in from Christian. A rebound. And Mbappe
I
gives
don't
Christian
like
Oxner
it.
and Halifax in the lead.
It was good build-up prior to the fortunate bounce back. To be fair to Christian, we saw the drag back, the layoff. He's 5 yards or less from the goalkeeper, but still you hate to see those bounce back type of goals or the rebounds. Hurts your heart if you're a FIFA player. We've all experienced those time and time again. The chat doesn't care. The chat erupts with "Let's go."
Halifax is in the house. They are loving it. Still a lot of time on the clock, though. Over 30 minutes.
Just took
Got a red card.
Whoa, and Mbappe with the red card. That was the second yellow. So to make things even more interesting, Christian Oxner, who's in the lead, is down to 10 men, chat. Did not see that coming.
And I'm just painting a picture here, potentially. Let's say that Malik is able to equalize. Not only does he have an advantage, but as the game goes on, we could see extra time. We could see penalty kicks. And Malik will always be up a guy going forward.
That is going to be a very interesting situation. Mbappe, probably the best attacker on the pitch with the red card. 2 quick yellows. And if Malik can get the comeback goal, like Mike mentioned, the scenario would be very, very interesting.
When did you get a red?
Right now, he has 2 yellows.
Yeah, he got 2 yellows. I think it was a bit soft from the ref, but whatever. Ref just trying to add a bit of drama. I think on the attack here. Is he gonna get, oh, just wide.
It's rough from
Just wide
Ottawa.
there. From Malik Hamilton. Trying to get the equalizer.
Got to be converting there. Easily the best chance that Malik's had at this point. Look at the bodies floating forward now from Malik as well.
Definitely putting a lot of men forward now that he has that man advantage. Of course, stamina could be an issue for Christian as the game wears on.
Oh,
He's going to have another chance there. Great save, Lloris. Jeez. The amazing leg save. And Christian's got some space here on the wing. He's got one man with him. Oh, sends him the wrong way. Gonna take the shot. Great save. Is that a rebound goal? Oh, yes, that is. Christian gets the rebound.
Oh,
my
man.
Lloris
Gets
sucks,
the run
bro.
of
I don't
play.
know what
2-0.
it is. I have the worst Lloris on the planet.
I was just going to say, you got to feel for Malik here. These Hugo Llorises are not created equal in terms of the saves, the rebounds, the blunders.
One Lloris is doing it all. The other one is messing it up.
And fair play to Christian being able to convert. That was a very tight window or a tight angle to be able to get the rebound goal.
Very tight indeed. And the chat going nuts for Halifax.
Malik still has time too. We're just coming up to the 70th minute. If he gets another goal here, or if he gets an opening goal, I should say, the comeback is on. Remember, he's still up an additional man as well. It just comes down to not rushing your gameplay.
Christian with some space, but closed down very quickly by Malik. Is Christian going to get another one? Ooh, risky pass, but comes out on top with that challenge. Great defending there from Christian. Still going for that third goal. 15 minutes left. The commentators must be from Ottawa. Well, excuse me. I'm from Toronto. So relax. I have no horse in this race.
Are you actually from Toronto when we look at Canada? Because I know you were in Vancouver for a while.
No, I'm originally I'm Nigerian.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying from when you came up, once you moved to Canada.
No, first place I lived was Vancouver.
Okay, so he's actually from Vancouver, chat. You heard it here first.
Well, I'm not
Got
from
him.
there.
Got him.
I'm just from wherever I live. I'm living here now. Stop trying to expose me.
It's all good. Malik needs something here. He needs something now.
Definitely needs a goal. But Christian is still attacking with a man down.
He would not be attacking if he was playing the weekend league right now. He would be starting to hold up play.
Oh, definitely. Oh, great cross in, but Lloris punches it out. 9 minutes left to decide the winner of the Home to Play FIFA tournament. Somebody says in the chat, Ontario supports Ontario. So I should be supporting Ottawa. Man, I don't know, bro. I'm trying to be neutral. Chat. As you see the ball goes out here. Malik needs a goal really soon.
He's got to make a goal on this attack for sure.
Oh, no. It gives it away. Christian has the ball, but Christian loses it to Malik. Malik on the counter. Oh, rush the pass. Christian does get it back. I think maybe the time getting to him. There's not too much time left. 3 minutes. Christian trying to get the over-the-top pass to his attacker. It doesn't work out, but again, great defending from Christian. Christian locking things down in his defense.
Got to give credit to Christian here. Clean sheet. Has the red card.
Oh,
and adds a third goal. Talk about some power.
Adds a shot. Mike Lobel, I hope you're recording that because that was unbelievable.
Added emphasis. If
But
there was any doubt. I don't understand these Matuides. We've seen this happen for Malik. We've now seen this happen for Christian. This man has never finished for breakfast, for lunch, or for dinner for yours truly. He doesn't eat the desserts, no snacks, nothing. He's never finishing the meal.
And my
Can you
Tweety
tell that it's
gets
dinner
the
time?
winner. In dinner time for Christian Oxner. Christian Oxner is the CPL home to play FIFA champion. Halifax takes it home. Christian Oxner carries, I repeat, carries the FIFA Pro player, the Mighty Ped, to the final and to his share of $800. Christian, how does it feel to be the champion after 4 long weeks of competition?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I'm glad I got to play Malik in the final because I think he was the best competition too. And I think this game could have gone either way, but yeah, it feels great to win. And I'm glad for my guy Ped too, because I know he better put this money towards his setup because I know he's got a rough setup. So, I wanted to do it for him so he could get a decent setup started.
Wait, explain this to me. Who's the pro player? Is it you or Ped? I can't even tell because Ped just keeps getting carried all the way.
Oh no! If I played Ped, I think he'd definitely work me. So I'm not going to talk bad on my guy Ped's name at all. Maybe I'll come up against him in weekend league and we'll see. But I think he'd make a fool of me.
And Malik, what would you have changed about the final in terms of tactics or maybe some different adjustments?
I would have wanted Edmonton to win. No, Ox is, I've said it throughout the whole tournament. Ox is really good. He was honestly the one guy who I didn't want to have to play in the final. He was really good throughout, even though I did beat him in the past. No, he's really good and he deserved it. He worked me today. So maybe some tactics could have been different, or maybe my luck with goalkeepers and my finishing and the final third maybe could have been a bit better. I didn't think I was my best today. But no, congrats, Ox, man. You deserve it.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Now, Christian, I know you guys did meet last week, and you pulled the Canada card. You used Canada against them. Was that to lull them into a false sense of security for the next week?
No, that was just to mess around. If I would have won the first week, then I would have been Canada for the rest of it. So I just thought I'd have some fun with it, and maybe it worked out in the long run.
All right. Well, there you guys go. After 4 weeks of FIFA gameplay, the Halifax Wanderers are the home to play FIFA champions. Christian Oxner and the Mighty Ped, representing Halifax, of course, taking home their share of the $800. I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's tuning in for these past 4 weeks. It's been incredible. Shout out to everybody who has tuned in to win some of the giveaways as well. Shout out to all the giveaway winners who did win. Hopefully you guys will get your stuff in the mail very soon. Commiserations to Malik Hamilton and Atletico Ottawa. They had a great run, but they did unfortunately come to meet the Halifax Wanderers in the final. I think we actually might have Ped. If he's right here, we'll get Ped in here. I don't know if he wants to jump on, but yeah, his setup is a bit ghetto.
Yeah, Janky setup Ped. Let's do a rebrand. It's not the Mighty Ped, Janky Ped. Let's go.
I'm very happy that Christian won. I think I felt a little bit unlucky in the first leg, so I think the chances that I missed, the EA gods kind of balanced it out, let Christian get the luck. But yeah, he played fantastic. Definitely came a clutch in a couple of the moments that I had where I didn't play the best. But I think it's a team game. I mean, he definitely would get MVP if this was the NBA final. But I think I made some smart decisions. I kept some of the first legs close against some very good players. And hopefully I'll put the money towards my setup because I was playing on a chair. That's where my
No, it's not hopefully. You can choose where you put the money. You can choose to put the money towards your setup.
It will go towards the setup, definitely.
Ped, quick question. What did you actually do in this tournament?
Shots fired.
It's okay. Wait, is he still there?
No, but he did. He told us to go to his Instagram, so he did that in this tournament.
Well, I did have 3 to 4 wins throughout the tournament, so it wasn't all of that. But yeah, I mean, I could have lost 5-0. I could have lost like 6-0, but I think I did a good job. I beat the initial opponents. I mean, we don't get to the final if I'm not putting in the work. So the score isn't always a fair reflection,
up,
right?
Ped.
It's only one way.
I was just about to say,
educate them.
I like that fire back. That was good. That was a good rebuttal. I appreciate that.
It's like football is a game of halves, but it's also a game of legs. It's like Champions League, right? One leg maybe we didn't do so well. Maybe the bounces weren't on our side, and then the other one Christian clutched up.
Oh man, Ped a pro on the interviews, but thank you to Ped for joining us for that last interview there. And once again, to all the people who are watching at home, thank you so much for tuning in over
Let's
these
go.
4 weeks. I want to say a big thank you to, of course, the CPL players for joining us, Malik Hamilton and Christian Oxner, especially. It was a great tournament to see, the CPL players prove what they have in terms of FIFA, because, sometimes you don't get to see the other side of these guys when they're off the pitch. And it's good to see that so many of them are so good at FIFA. So you guys should definitely give them a follow. If you don't already, actually, guys, why don't you take a second? Malik, what's your Twitter and Instagram, if you can drop that?
Just Malik Hamilton, first and last name, both Instagram and Twitter.
Malik Hamilton. And what about you, Christian?
Yeah, mine's just Christian Oxner, the same. No weird things like weird guy from work or anything like that.
My man is exposing pets. So, guys, definitely give them a follow, and hopefully they'll be playing some more FIFA in the future. I want to say a big thank you to Mike LaBelle as well for being the only American to join this stream. So, Mike, I hope I had a good Canadian experience.
I appreciate it. Always a good time winning Canada. I can't wait till, I guess, my next actual visit to Canada when everything kind of settles down and goes back to normal.
Hopefully that will be soon. So, again, have a good night, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. We'll see you later.